Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the weekly recap from We Are Soccer. It is in the middle of the World Cup. It is an amazing time to be a soccer fan right now. We are just, oh my God, so many games. Are you kidding me? 216 goals scored. The 216th goal has taken Canada through to the round of 16. Are you kidding me, Canada? Well, against South Africa, it wasn't that difficult. They made it a lot harder than they should have. We got a lot to get to today. We're going to talk about all the matchups that are coming up in the knockout rounds here. Obviously, as we said, we just had one of those games today. All the next games are coming up here. We're talking about U.S. men's national team's knockout round game against Bosnia Herzegovina. It is this Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Where are you going to be watching this game from? Because I know you're going to be watching it. This game is going to be one for the ages. It's going to be, you need to watch this game, so plant yourself. We got some stats on people who've been watching the games, how many people have watched certain games. We're going to talk about some of the great games we've seen so far in the opening rounds, but we're going to talk about a lot of other stuff as well. The Golden Boot, Messi leading the way. Ronaldo, kind of off the pace. Is he going to get back on the pace? What are your thoughts there? By the way, there's a big player who's not playing in the World Cup who's set to join the Chicago Fire in the MLS. We got a couple of other things to get to as well, along with the South Korean president just being baffled, his words, not mine, and then a couple of transfer news pieces to get to. Oh, my word. Are you ready? All right, let's go. Let's jump in.
What? And I'm going to give you one opportunity because we're friends.
Winner! Who gives a shit about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team. Do I look like I'm freaking kidding?
He does things that are absolutely insane.
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
That's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
Yes, welcome in. We've got Brooks Lambier Jr. And the big man himself, Luke. Fellas, what a World Cup it's been so far. I got to say this right off the bat. When they expanded it from 32 to 64, I went, oh, God, we're going to have some just piss poor games. I'm going to be bored. They've only done this for the money. It's FIFA. I don't even know if I want to watch anymore. Well, holy hell, have I changed my tune on that. Some absolutely incredible games. I've been enthralled with it. We've had 104. We're halfway through. I absolutely love it.
I don't know why. Why has this World Cup been so much fun, and why has it been unexpectedly absorbed by the American public? I would love to know people's opinions on specifically why, because I've had way more fun than I was expecting.
Yes.
You obviously have as well, Brooks. Have you been just locked into this World Cup more than you thought you would?
Yes, I've been busy doing stuff for We Are Soccer. So unfortunately here we have TV, but we don't have cable. But I watch when I go home and I watch the highlights, and I have been pretty locked in. The one part I've really enjoyed is everyone thinking the small countries can't compete, and they've done okay. Now I get it. Some have been knocked out. You know, I thought I could say Curacao tying Ecuador, that was a good one. Haiti put up a fight with some people. Cape Verde advanced. DR Congo advanced. Like, there's been some good stories. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what we want. Like, I think it was good to get in this World Cup new stories instead of the same old ones of like, yes, this person's going on. Yes, this person. And I'm hoping this round of 32, we get some upsets.
Yeah, Brooks, I think you just said it right there. New stories. We've got new stories. We've got new teams. We've got and to be honest, Luke, you must have encountered this like I have. Just people coming up and asking questions, talking about the World Cup, and you're like, oh, I've never had a conversation about football with this person before, and they're asking me questions. This is great. It's getting new people involved. Yeah. And I think we mentioned it last week. This World Cup is uniting the country. Everybody's jumping on the U.S. men's national team bandwagon, right? And it's great to see. I hope it continues, and damn well it should continue because they're playing Bosnia Herzegovina, and they should beat them. We'll talk about it. But it's uniting the country, and just I think we're seeing a lot of. I see it. I just saw a picture of several people going to a Croatia game, and I was like, oh, I didn't know they were Croatian, but in the heritage Croatian, and they've gone. They bought all the jerseys. They went to the game, and they're having a great time, and they're posting about it, and
Yep.
everybody's liking it. It's phenomenal.
Did they actually buy the Croatia jersey, or did they just repurpose a tablecloth? That is a joke. It's the Croatian.
The checkerboard.
It does look like one you see in an Italian restaurant.
Yeah, exactly.
Like one of
As
those, yeah.
One of the chefs. What are they, the big fat chef?
Well, yeah, or like
white
the
chef? Yeah.
table they use, like the old school red checkerboard, lions with the white and everything. It does. By the way, Stan Anderson says I deserve a whole week off.
Yay, Stan.
It does.
Yes.
It does.
It
Thank
does. Absolutely.
Thank you.
There's so much football going on right now. I want to ask everybody who's watching, what has been your most favorite game? What has been the game that you've watched and you went, whoa, I'm entertained. This was absolutely phenomenal. For me, there's been a couple, but the one standout game, the one that stood out, Luke, you may not have seen it because I know you were out doing stuff last night, but for me, last night's game, Colombia versus Portugal.
Oh, yeah.
Two things spring to mind. Portugal, not as good as we thought. They struggled.
Yeah.
Colombia,
Yeah.
way better than I thought. Oh, and by the way, I'm walking back my words on James Rodriguez.
Why?
Yeah, he was good.
Really?
He was good last night.
Told you.
He was good.
Is it just a World Cup? Is he
He's
like
only good in the World Cup.
So he's
Yeah.
basically Ochoa.
Yeah.
He's the outfield version of Ochoa. I'm not going to do anything for 3.9 years, and I'm just going to
Yes.
show up and dominate a World
Yes.
Cup. Hello,
100%.
remember me?
I mean, was Ochoa that bad for Club America?
No, not that bad. But he's not like
I'm just saying.
He's not.
I mean, James needs to fulfill his contract with Minnesota United, and they were nice. They gave him some early time off to get to Columbia to train,
Oh God,
but he needs to come back and help them. a
he's
little
going to
bit.
come back to Minnesota United and suck. I can guarantee that. But that game last night was phenomenal. Luke,
No.
has there been a game that has just stood out to you? You went, this game was one I did not expect, but man, it blew me away. The Japan-Netherlands game is another good one. That was a great one. 2-2.
Because they're both.
Yeah.
Do you know what? That might be it.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed England-Croatia.
Yeah,
And
okay.
I'm an England supporter, but I'm not an England fan. Like,
Sure.
Welsh people have the right to
Yeah.
kind of dip in and out of supporting English teams as if and when it suits us. And
You
I
kind of got like 3 different countries you can: Wales,
Okay.
England, Scotland.
Poland, because my
Yeah.
grandfather's Polish, so I'm kind of
Yeah.
I do look.
There you go.
know,
I understand. I'm Polish. I got the nose. So do you.
I didn't know you were Polish.
And my mom's side's
I thought
Polish.
Lambia was. I think Lambia was.
My
German
my
and
mom's
Austrian.
maiden name is Koteki, so that's
Kentucky,
pretty
oh,
Polish.
there you go.
Yeah.
Busted.
Yeah.
So was it Yankshiman?
I like pierogies.
What is it that we do?
I
can't
do
remember the
cheers.
Polish word.
I forget what it is in
Stolat.
Polish.
Stolat.
Stolat.
Yeah, Stolat. Yes. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna keep it nice and simple. Probably England, Croatia.
Yeah.
Wasn't not from a Homer perspective either, because I'm not that big an England fan. I just realized that the mantle of expectation is around England's neck. Yet again, they're feeling the pressure like they always do. And I just thought they looked really good despite Croatia breaking them down a couple of times.
I do want to get into England. I want to get into them in this World Cup. So that's going to be a little bit of a topic we'll go into in a little bit here. Brooks, what's been a game that stood out to you, the one where you're like, wow, that was entertaining. I really had an enjoyable time watching that game.
I'd say that one last night with Portugal, Colombia, that was pretty good. I mean, that was crazy stat. That's the first game ever in all the World Cups Colombia's played where they haven't scored a goal. That's crazy because the announcers kept saying it the whole entire game. They've scored 1 goal in every single World Cup game they played, and that's the first one they've been shut out.
I mean, to be honest, they should have scored. They
Yeah.
should have scored. They just lacked a little bit of finesse, a little bit of class in that box, but I think they're going to figure that out.
Yeah.
But
And then the U.S. games for me have been
Oh.
exciting. Like just, yeah, we lost to Turkey A, but like it was a fight with the secondary guys, and we'll get more into that obviously as we talk.
we're going to dive right into that in
Yeah.
a minute here.
Yeah.
I do want to know from a couple of folks who are watching, what's been a game that you just thought, wow, that was it? Was that a Colombia Portugal game? Was it Japan Netherlands?
So we have a few. So Aiden Misford says Austria Algeria stood out because it was so weirdly exciting.
That was a strange game,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yes, and then a bunch of people saying I needed the day off. So yeah, John Crum says is Brooks getting his day off? That's what they've been saying. And then Aiden's like, have we talked Canada yet? Oh, and has Brooks got his Phantom day off yet? Yes.
Listen,
and then
people,
Pablo's
stop.
joining.
Stop with the day off stuff. We don't need Brooks taking a day off. We need him here in the studio creating content for We Are Soccer.
Yes.
It's what he does best.
And Pablo's enjoying life. Argentina advanced, and I think Pablo did have a wedding this weekend.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Yes. Looked
Congratulations
like he had
to
fun.
Horton. Luke, you were gonna say something there. What's up, buddy?
What's my time off? Am I too new to get PTO?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
come
you
on.
got to be 3 months in
Gotta-
before we even consider it.
I got to grind and earn.
Yeah.
You got a lot of
But you
grind.
know what? That's a thoroughly disgusting work policy, and I feel very uncomfortable here right now in my working environment. But it's offset by the fact I came in, right? I came into this today. Wow, I'm not gonna mess with the camera, but they put all my stuff up.
Oh, we can get the full shot. We
Yeah,
we switched
we'll
to
do
the
that.
yeah, we got the full
Yeah.
shot for your
See,
background.
there we go. That was
Yeah.
awfully lovely. I brought it in last week, and I didn't want to be,
Imposing?
presumptive and
Okay.
start putting
There
all my
you go.
stuff up and start putting my toothbrush in the cup over there, and whatnot. But it was awfully nice to walk in and see.
Brooks
the
lives here.
beginning
You're
of-
not allowed to move in yet.
Is
Not
that
yet.
what? Is that
Sometimes
why-
when I'm really
is that why
tired.
there's-
Sometimes when I'm really tired. I take naps in the middle of the floor,
I thought that.
and that's
why
no
there's a
joke.
bottle-
That's no joke, by the way. I do sometimes.
I've done it before as well. I wondered why there was a bottle of mouthwash.
I lay on this floor and I will take a nap right in the middle of the floor.
I can relate.
When I've been like looking at staring at that screen for a very long time, which is why I deserve a day off.
I just thought that there's a bottle of mouthwash on the floor over here, right, guys?
Oh,
And I just thought maybe you had a problem of some type.
oh, jeez, you know.
You don't need to be drinking. You don't need to be, quaffing mouthwash. We got some really
Yeah,
good
you know.
beer in the fridge over there from.
From Dog and Pony Show.
Yeah.
There we go.
Shout out Dog and Pony.
There we go.
Well done, Luxie. He's picking up the slack. Well done. Shout out to Dog and Pony Show Brewing out there in Oak Park. We believe we're going to be there on Wednesday for the U.S. men's national team
Hopefully.
game. Nothing confirmed yet, but fingers crossed.
Yep.
Mark it on the calendar in pencil. That could be a good experience. All right, we got a lot to get to here, boys. If any other games stuck out to people, throw them in the comments. We'd appreciate it. Do us a huge favor, though. Like, subscribe, share. Hit that little bell in the YouTube channel down below there, maybe? I don't know. Hit that bell. That alerts you when we go live. And
It's
when we-
actually below Luke right now.
Damn it.
So yeah, it's not. Yeah, I'm in the 3. So yeah, it's below Luke.
I got to learn
Yeah.
how to do this. It's all backwards and new.
So it's to your right.
Okay. Yeah, definitely hit that little bell. Appreciate it. A lot of other things we're gonna get to. We're gonna have a fun game later today. Luke and Brooks are gonna play a game of who would you rather start, bench, or cut from your team, and then we're gonna ask you a couple of questions you're gonna need to answer, and the winner is gonna win a prize.
Your board's there. So
We're not
there
gonna
you go.
do marry, kill, sleep with.
Same
Doing
thing
that.
of start, bench, cut, right? I mean, we could do the Mary. What is it? Mary.
You ever heard of that before?
Yeah, but what is
Yes,
Mary
I've-
kill and what's the other one?
Marry, kiss,
Mary kiss kill.
do things. No.
No,
Yes.
no, that's not it.
Have
Yeah,
relations.
it's kill.
Have relations.
Yeah,
yes.
no, it's.
Coitus. Marry, kill, coitus.
No, that's not definitely.
MKC.
All right. I don't know. Someone will know what it
Maybe
is. Put
next
it in the
week.
comments. We'd
All right.
appreciate it. We got a couple of other little pieces of news, by the way. Big star from Barcelona moving over to Chicago Fire MLS. We're going to talk about that. Brooks is so excited. My God,
Yeah.
he could not stop texting me about that earlier.
Then there's this ridiculous move in the EPL.
Then not happened yet. Not happened yet.
One that could happen.
It-
That we're gonna talk about.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. That move in the EPL is going to happen. Absolutely. And I don't love it.
Oh,
Don't love it.
Chelsea.
Yes.
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, we don't love it. Yeah, it sucks. A couple other things, by the way. Big U.S. men's national team star reportedly being made an offer to come back to MLS or come to MLS. We're going to talk about that. I would love Brooks' thoughts on that. We're going to get to it. But right now, I do want to just say, let's jump in and let's go hot and heavy. U.S. men's national team versus Bosnia Herzegovina. It's 8 o'clock this Wednesday. That's in Easter time. It's in San Francisco, USA. 2 wins and a loss in the group stages. I do not care for the third game. The loss, who cares? You know what? We actually came out winners because there's no injuries. Brooks, Bosnia Herzegovina. They are ranked 61st in the world. They drew with Canada 1-1 in their opening game. They lost to Switzerland 4-1. They beat Qatar, lowly Qatar 3-1. They got into the round of 32.
They drew Canada.
Yeah, they drew with Canada 1-1 in their first game. I said, yep.
Yep.
I did say that. I
Oh,
did say
sorry.
that. I was going down the order. All right. The USA could not have asked for a better matchup. I'm sorry. In my opinion, this is a matchup that is just heaven sent and made for the U.S. men's national team. Am I crazy?
I don't. Yeah, I mean, it's what you wanted. You wanted to win the group, and you wanted one of those third place teams. But I don't think. I mean, listen, we've scrimmaged Bosnia and Herzegovina in the past in friendlies, and I'm not saying we've had our full strength team, but they've given us issues. And what makes me worried is they have a kid named Barak Tarovic who's from Appleton, Wisconsin.
Yes.
One
And
kid.
it It just he had trials with the U.S. youth national team, and Berhalter didn't want to bring him in.
He did make he made one cap.
He did. He
And he
made
had to
one. He
apply.
made one cap, but
He had
like
to
he
apply
didn't.
for the FIFA release and whatever. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he pushed for him enough because I think he would have been a better choice in my opinion than Zendejas if I had to pick between the two.
Mhm.
But you have a kid, like young kid like that, and you have a Edin Dzeko, and you have a lot of other experienced guys with mixed with young people, and it makes it extremely dangerous, in my opinion. It's gonna be it's gonna be a tougher game than I think most people think. I think it's one we should win, but I don't feel confident as like if Canada played South Africa today. You know what I'm saying? Like I would feel more comfortable playing in South Africa than I would have.
South Africa are terrible, by the way. Canada made a
Yeah.
really tough go of that. But Bosnia Herzegovina, they've got two players. Edin Dzeko, who's 40 years old. Okay,
Yeah.
40 years old.
Crazier things have happened.
He
Craig.
hasn't done anything in this World Cup. I put my money on the game ending and Chris Richards going home and emptying his pockets and taking out Edin Dzeko. Okay? Edin Dzeko is not going anywhere. He's not quick. He's not fast. He's not good in the air. Tim Ream will keep up with him pace-wise. Tim Ream's 38. Chris Richards will be in the air with him. I don't see an issue there. Pronounce his name again.
Baraktarovic.
Baraktarovic. I was actually practicing how to say his name on the way in the,
Oh man,
and I still messed it up.
you pulled the Nate.
Yeah, exactly. Tarovic. Good player.
He
Don't
is.
get me
He's
wrong.
an interesting player.
Interesting player. Good player. Set the world on fire? No. Should he be able to be handled by our back line and midfielders? Yes.
Yeah.
Don't see an issue. I see Christian Pulisic being 100% fit for this game. I see him running and creating problems. I see Balogun getting several shots off. I see Weston McKennie and Tyler Adams in the middle doing some damage and running this game. I think this is going to be a game that USA should win 3-0, but probably will win 2-0.
Yeah. It's a game I think they should run away with.
Mhm.
But I don't know.
And
The
then
knockout round games are so nervous to me because
yeah.
we have never besides 2002, we've struggled to advance past the first round many a times. And that's what scares me.
Yeah, and this is the chance. This is the chance to get to the next round, and then we'll put up the table and see who we're going to play after that. Because I'm almost counting this as a win. I'm not going to jinx it, but I almost there's. Luke, where are you at with this game? I mean, this is a draw that U.S. men's national team was looked at and go, yes, let's do this.
Bulgaria, right?
Okay. Okay, all right. Like
I think I've made my point here. No. USA 94, Bulgaria were not necessarily expected to even qualify for the tournament. They came in, they ended up getting all the way to the semifinals. Every single game, it was, oh yeah, they did okay last game. Then they're better than we think they are, but they won't win this one. And then they did.
Yep.
And the next thing, and then the next thing, and the next thing. And I realized this was 30 billion years ago. That was my first exposure of an international team punching slightly above their weight.
Yes.
So although I do think US are going to win this game by 2 clear goals, I do think that we do have to think about where Bosnia Herzegovina came from to even get here. They weren't supposed to beat Wales in the playoffs. They did.
Yep.
And Dzeko was heavily involved in that game, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Then they weren't supposed to beat Italy. Right?
They did.
Who I think we're all, in a way, we're all kind of sort of sorely missing in this World Cup. It's like, well, it's cool, but
He is.
we prefer.
I prefer
you're
good
not, that's
games,
right, you're
but
not. Yeah,
I don't like Italy. Don't get me wrong. I love the
Yeah.
fact that he didn't make it. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah,
Luke. I love the fact they didn't make it, but I also would prefer to see them over some of the other teams, even though we've had some great games. And I think in that game, let's not gloss over the fact that Italy were stupid and had a red card in the first 20 minutes and then played down a man, and it still went to PKs after that, right? So, but I'll continue. I agree with you.
Thank you for losing my train of thought.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm very old, so please, I'm from the 1900s.
You're talking about the knock with the Euros you were talking about.
Yeah,
Bosnia and Italy and
we're supposed to qualify for the tournament. They weren't even supposed to be that competitive in that group, right? Beat Wales, beat Italy. We're definitely not supposed to get out of this group. This wasn't for me like the group death or anything, right? But I don't necessarily. I didn't expect Bosnia Herzegovina to just sail through to the second round, and they kind of sort of did. They weren't really on the knife edge in the same way as some of the teams were, like Scotland or what have you.
Sure.
So don't diss these guys. They are a traditional Eastern European side. They are strong. They are organized.
Scrappy.
They are physical, good in the air, very scrappy.
Scrappy
Got
makes
this-
me nervous.
Yeah, right. They've got anytime a team is like scrappy and physical, you just don't know what you're gonna
Because when you
what you're gonna
throw
expect.
teams off like this, they're not young anymore. They're experienced, but
Yeah.
this is a new environment for the U.S. men's national team. When you get physical, you throw it around, you play the game of the dark arts like the Mexicans like to do. And we've seen Mexico take us out before playing the dark arts.
Mhm.
When you start to do that like the Eastern Europeans can do, it makes the game interesting. And then there's a yellow card here, and then if it gets start to be crazy and the ref starts throwing yellows left and right, or there's fouls called left and right, and the game gets out of control. How do you handle that? And that's what scares me a bit with what they could do to the U.S. men's national
Now
team.
you've got me interested in where the referee's from.
Oh, do they have the assignments yet?
They do not have it listed,
Okay.
unfortunately.
If it's Moldova, we got a problem.
Yeah, they do not have it listed yet.
No.
But I will be honest. A couple of the games when U.S. men's national team or England are playing, I go,
It got physical in some of
Where's-
them, like the Turkey game. That guy let him play.
Yeah, it did.
yeah,
That guy let him play,
Yeah.
which I was happy
Yeah,
with.
that was
But there are some referees that have thrown cards a bit in this World
Yeah.
Cup, and it's
I will say, not to segue us off here, but I will say overall with the refereeing, I've been pleasantly surprised.
it's been good.
Yeah,
it's been
don't
good.
get me wrong. There's a couple things, right? Like,
Sure.
the high boot in the Germany. Who were they playing? Ghana? Was that what they were playing?
Oh, with a
Like-
boot to the face
Yeah,
that
that
was
that
in
one.
the
Ghana, yeah, it
box.
was Ghana.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that I thought was, and the funny thing is, even some referees have jumped in to defend that referee and no call, but then other referees jumped in and said it's wrong. So there's some good argument on there.
Yeah.
The game today, Canada versus South
Yes.
Africa.
Penalty.
Luke thought that was a penalty. I didn't think it was a penalty. I actually like the fact that VAR called down to him and he said, "I had a great view of it. I'm sticking with my call."
Mhm.
And
Do
it
you?
just
Do you like that?
I do.
Okay.
I do. Because you know what? I think we've seen it in the Premiership. And obviously, the three of us are Premiership watchers.
Oh yeah.
Avid, right? Every weekend we're watching several games. We obviously see when the referee gets called down from VAR, you may want to look at that again. They instantly go look at it again. I think I only saw once last year
The guy called
where
it
the
off.
referee goes, "No, I had a good look. I've
Yeah.
made my mind up. It's good." I like that it's now come into play that says this is an assistant
Yeah.
in case you need it, not a rely on this.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Well, it's not the NFL. I review everything,
Right.
When we say it's clearly a touchdown and it's like, oh, we got to review it. Like seriously, like I don't want soccer to turn into like it's kind of been.
I think it's.
but
I
don't
think
want
it's,
it
I
to.
think they're doing a very good job of it. Anyway, sorry, not to segue us off
Oh,
there.
yeah.
I do want to know if there's anybody watching. Put some scores of what you think USA versus Bosnia Herzegovina is going to be. What is your prediction for the score? I'm very interested to see. Is there anybody who thinks that this is going to be a 1-0 or 0-0 go into extra time or PKs? We've seen stranger things happen.
We have.
The one I'm just nervous about is, getting out of the group and then, if we get to the next round, it's the next, like
Yeah, we're going to
Belgium.
look at that.
Belgium will give us, I made, anyways, I
gonna
made
bring that
brackets.
up right
I
now.
made brackets today, guys. So,
Oh, check out Brooks's brackets.
yeah, I did
Strange
this
how-
morning because I was like, everyone wants to know, but like playing Belgium or Senegal, like we beat Senegal in the friendly. Yeah. But it's different, right?
Yep.
And then, but I'm nervous about Belgium because they gave us a run. And it's been a long time since we beat a European club.
Yeah, you're right. Belgium and Senegal, I think we're all expecting Belgium to pick it up. They played very well in their last group game to get through. They scored some goals, really did nice.
Yeah.
I think they're going to beat Senegal. They'll move on, and they're going to face the United States. United States played Belgium 2 months ago in a friendly, or 6 weeks ago, or whatever it was, in a friendly. 3 weeks ago, it might have been, and beat the pants off of us 5-1.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that's where it gets scary. But also, I want to say, listen.
Yeah.
Pochettino's a good coach. He's been
He is.
around the block or two. Did he want to win that game? Yes. Did he want to play well? Yes. Did they win? No. Did they play well? No. But did they give everything away in that game? All the secrets, everything? No.
Right.
Christian Pulisic wasn't quite there,
Correct.
right? So what has been the game plan when Christian Pulisic's on the field? Get him wide, get him isolated, get him running. And if he can run at people, great. If he can't run at people, draw a defender, draw that second defender, knock the ball off for the midfielder, the forward, creating space.
Yeah.
I think Pochettino will have a really good plan in place for when we play Belgium
He will.
or Senegal If it's Senegal,
He will. He doesn't have raw pace, Pulisic, but he has pace of the mind. He can find space. He can find room.
He was a game changer against
Move.
Turkey when he
is
came
he?
in.
Is he?
I really want to talk about this.
Yeah.
Real
Go for
quick,
it.
because
Good.
I think was it last week or the week before that we had Nate here and we disagreed a little bit on how influential Pulisic, how much of a needle mover, if you will, Pulisic actually was to the U.S. team.
Yeah,
He's
I
a
mean,
massive one. I really do think he's that good. And
100.
now I have, at the time when we talked about it, I believe I had one body of evidence, which was the first half and
Paraguay.
then the second half in the Paraguay game. Battered them in the first half.
Yeah.
Pulisic left, and then I said, "Oh my God!" I said we. I just said we. What does
Hey,
this mean?
welcome to Team
What does it all
US men's
mean?
national team.
The United States, the USMNT, a lot less
Yeah.
effective in the second half. Now I have a second piece of evidence.
Yeah.
Right? The other day, he came on with, I want to say about 50 something minutes, 60 minutes,
And he
maybe.
changes.
yeah, about
Just
20 minutes left or 25. Yeah.
I thought it was a bit more than that, but okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just came on and he was that good. He changed the game, like quite literally for the US.
His smarts.
That's how good he is. I'm
The
sorry.
smartness I've realized of how he reads other players and how he sets them up into good spaces. Because like Tim Weah for his life couldn't stay on sides.
Good Lord, Tim Weah.
It was like he was
No.
straight across the line. All he had to do was look. And it was horrendous. And that's why I'm fine if he doesn't play because he is so hot and cold. He can be good when he was in the World Cup in Qatar, but then there's times when he can just disappear.
Tim Weah should not see the field again in this World
No,
Cup.
Tim-
US men's national team.
But Pulisic
Pulisic was
changed.
good.
It was good. Like
Yeah.
you could tell there's more confidence when he's on the field, and then you can be creative. Like, hey, I raised my hand, flick the ball up to me, Gio Reyna. Okay, I got it. Like he causes issues.
One of the things you just mentioned, he is not fast, but he
No.
is quick.
Pulisic,
First 5 yards,
his first step
5
is really
yards
good.
are incredible, right?
Yeah.
And he can get defenders. We saw this in the first half of the Paraguay game. He can get defenders to kind of swivel their hips and their weight.
He changes
and then
direction.
goes in
very
change
well.
direction.
Yeah.
He's really, really good at that. And then once you've got 5, once he breaks away and gets you to change your direction, once he gets you to change your direction and then goes the other direction, he's quick. You can catch up
Yeah.
to him. By that point, he's gone.
Just like
Yeah.
nobody ever accused Luka Modric, not now, but back in his prime, right?
Mhm.
Maybe the Spurs
Yeah.
before he went to Madrid and then the first sort of few
Yeah.
years at Madrid. Nobody ever accused him of being fast. But the thing is with players, and I got bunches of examples of those guys. Kevin De
Yeah.
Bruyne is another one. If you cannot call a player fast,
Yeah.
but you cannot call a player slow,
Correct.
it's because they're freaking geniuses and they understand how to move before
It's like
anybody else
Messi. You
realizes.
think the game faster.
100%.
You know the best
100%.
example, best English player example I'll give you of that is not fast. Anybody would say he's actually
Yeah.
very just not fast at all, but quick.
Okay.
Morgan
Joe
Rogers.
Cole.
Joe Cole.
Joe Cole.
I'd say
Smart,
Morgan Rogers.
quick on the
That's a-
ball.
That is a flipping great example because
Yeah.
he was a winger, right? He wasn't an out and out winger, but he was a wide midfielder in the same way as like David Beckham was a wide midfielder, and we all knew that he was slow, but he wasn't that kind of.
Yeah.
Joe Cole, I think of as fast, but I know that I am wrong because he wasn't. He was just bloody smart.
Man, I wouldn't say Gerard and Lampard were barn burners. Like they could cover ground, but I wouldn't.
Cover
They're
ground.
not like Conte or like Caicedo.
Gerard and Lampard were just smart, just so smart.
But that's where when you position yourself right and you do things with your brain, that's where people start to be like you can outthink and outdo the athlete.
I got a question, not to take us off topic. Just texted in. Someone just texted in this question. It's an interesting one. I'd pose it to you and anybody watching.
Yeah.
Should VAR go to the coach's challenge system?
Yes, 100%.
I love the coaches challenge.
Yes.
So,
system.
but then we stop the game, right?
So
So is there one? Is there two? One per half? What are we thinking?
I think a trial should be initiated. Brooks, what do you think? I think a trial should be initiated in.
I think they've been messing around with this, to be honest.
Isn't
with
the
you.
Canadian?
The CPL has been
CPL
with,
would
with Lama Venga stuff. I believe you
Perfect.
get one, and if you win that challenge, you get another one. I think you only get the max of 2, but if you win the challenge, you retain and you get another one. You lose it, you're done. A lot of leagues have done this, like the Premier Lacrosse League that I watch. You do it, you win it, you get it back. If you don't, you lose
That's a
it.
drinking game, by the way. When he mentions lacrosse, we have to drink.
Oh, come on.
I know. Sorry.
hate
I know.
alcohol.
So everybody drink. Take a
I hate
drink,
alcohol.
everybody. I know we're a soccer show, but he mentions lacrosse like every other week.
I'm just losing an example. By the way, Pam says I deserve a vacation.
Pam.
Pam does.
God, Pam.
Yeah, Pam's been doing that thing that she does very hard for a certain number of times per week, and she deserves a break.
Yeah, Pam's on break. She's a teacher.
Yeah, she's the
Pam's
teacher.
on-
Yeah.
See, then I cannot defend you, Pam. Lazy teacher sitting around for 9 months a year doing absolutely no. I'm kidding. You have the most difficult, most under-rewarded job in the entire world.
She did a
Yeah.
phenomenal job at Camp Invention last week.
Yes.
Um,
But anyways, like, but you're right with Pulisic. It's
Who's
he
it
changes
hurting?
the game.
what?
Oh, we're doing Pulisic again now.
Are we back?
Yeah,
there? Yeah.
No, I wanted to do
this is
I-
all over the place.
2 sentences about
Please.
the flag system, right?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Number one, who the hell is it hurting? It's gonna cost a couple of minutes, and surely the accuracy of the game should be paramount. If you're that bored, go and watch basketball or go and buy some popcorn. Number two, don't you flipping, I want to say the F word
Yeah,
sometimes.
you're fine.
No, I won't. Don't don't you dare complain about the length of the game as the administrators of this sport when you've just slipped in an ad break halfway
For
through every
hydration.
half for hydration.
You know that's
You
coming
don't
in for
even
like
of course it
EPL
is.
at
Of course
some
it is.
point.
It's easy money
You
now.
know?
No,
Yeah.
they
You
won't
don't
do it.
even stop the clock for it. Have some damn respect.
Fine,
You cannot
Italy.
play both
Probably.
sides of the coin. You can't. Well, it's going to lengthen the game, so we can't do it. We're forbidden by the fabric and the ethics of the sport.
I
from
don't-
doing this.
Yeah.
I
Shut
see your
up.
point. I don't want to see this flag challenge system. I think the World Cup, the way they have it right now, is really good. The VAR on goals, on tackles, on yellow cards, red cards, major plays like corner kicks and goal kicks. We have that. We saw it today in the Canada-South Africa game. As I said, the referee called a goal kick instead of a penalty for Canada. He called a goal kick for South Africa.
Well, that's where I think you can throw a challenge flag. I didn't like what the ref saw. He denied VAR. Let me throw a flag.
Yeah.
That's where it comes in handy.
And then
Exactly. Yeah.
Because then you have to go to review, and now you're making him look at the play again to see if he'll change his mind.
understood.
One a game
Yeah.
per team. It's not.
And if
going
you
to
win that,
kill
you
anything.
keep you
It's that
you get one more.
It's that one time of the game where you
Yeah.
damn well know that you're, as the coach,
Yeah.
you damn well know that you're right and something serious and
Yeah.
egregious has happened. Who the hell is it hurting? Do you know, maybe somebody punches someone off camera and nobody saw it and the VAR guys didn't pick up.
Yeah, but if it's
are they-
on camera though, you should review it. Like in the
Perhaps.
scuffle, I mean, I think the biggest one's the scuffle in the boxes on the corners and set pieces.
Oh, we need
I
to
hate
that we could do a whole episode
Yeah.
on corner kicks and
Because
free
people
kicks.
tag and
Oh.
pull and
Yeah,
bring
yeah, yeah.
down and elbow and everything. And like, I mean, you know, if you really thought you got cheated, you want to throw a flag on something that was huge in the game. I mean, that'd be interesting.
We could do an entire episode on that.
It's a great argument, isn't it?
It
It's
is.
a really, really delicate.
It's
Yeah.
football.
situation, and
It's
I see both
football
sides.
rules within football.
Yeah, well, it's something within something. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like it. All right. U.S. men's national team. All right, put your score predictions down below. We'll call some out. Pulisic, he looks like he's fully healthy. He's back. Now the result that happened against Turkey, I could care less. Are you guys concerned? Nope, don't care either. Talk
No.
about it. Nope, I'm good.
No, I'm fine. I mean, listen, what I take away from it, the B team with McKennie and one other starter, you know, they battled. They battled. I'm fine with it. You know, they responded. They went down. They went up. Then they drew, and then they went down. Then they responded in the second half. Like the indication of that game was if I needed to bring someone in, who could I rely on to give me something? And I think Sebastian Berhalter answered that question. I think he was one of them. I think maybe the lone one, to be honest with you. I don't really know of anyone else that really answered the bell, the calling, to be honest with you. Did you feel comfortable that if I brought you in and we needed a goal and an assist from someone, that they would give that to us?
There was not a single player who I felt comfortable other than Sebastian Berhalter. Other than
Okay.
that, just stick
Yeah.
with our 11. We got a couple here we
Yeah.
can float
I
in.
don't know if
but
you
other
feel
than
that way, Luke.
Why?
Nope.
Why him?
I thought he did very well in the middle. I thought
He was
showed
good.
Some
I
grit.
mean, he had he had an
Took his
assist.
goal well.
He's scrappy. He'll get into players. He'll, you know, he can turn and play. He whips in a good ball. He can score from different places. I mean, he's scored some bangers for Vancouver.
He's got some. He's a set.
He's
specialist.
got something that like is something off the bench that's a little bit of a game changer.
Right.
You know, for
Gets that
me.
from his dad.
I respect
Yeah.
the opinion. I've never saw again. Crew fan, right? He was with us for a bit.
Yeah.
And
He wasn't good when he was with you guys. That's when he was going through his emotions and trying to figure out who he was as a
going through his
person.
emotions. Oh,
Well, he was. He talks
Bless
about
him.
it. He's like, he almost quit soccer at one point after his dad went and he went to Austin and he wasn't playing. He thought he was going to quit soccer
You know
because
what?
it was bad.
You're right.
And then he found Vancouver and it's been a resurgence in his career. Do you watch a lot of Whitecap games?
No, I go. I
Do you do you have that
you
one?
know,
Do you
I
have
got
it
a
on that?
mortgage to. I got a mortgage to pay. I got a wife. You know, I got a
Fair
vacuum
enough.
stuff. No,
But you have
I have more. I did last year. I will tell you this. I did last
watch
year.
him.
I have
It's
watched a
fun.
bit this year.
It's fun to see him
Cool
with
story.
Mueller and some other ones. Like it's entertaining.
Very,
It is.
very, very cool story. Quick trivia. Do you know the name of the English international striker who played for the Whitecaps?
Hmm.
We'll be back after these messages.
Yeah,
I don't.
No idea.
It's a cool story. We'll talk about it. But you know what? I'm going to give. Lord be my witness. The viewing audience be my
Yeah.
witness. I am going to give Sebastian Berhalter a second chance
Okay.
as a soccer fan.
I don't.
That's Luke
I,
Zagorski at hotmail.com.
I don't know
Welcome,
if
Seb.
we'll. I don't know if we'll see him much. Much more often in the World Cup. But
I mean, if you need a
depended upon-
midfielder and one's in trouble with yellow card situation between you want to push Weston forward and you want to sit Berhalter and have him switch out of someone. I mean, it makes it interesting, you know.
Yeah, this was always my thing about this team is that Berhalter, okay, he's fine. Joe Scally, okay, fine.
He's okay.
You wanna win
Nate
the World
loves
Cup?
him because he's a Bundesliga guy, but I don't rate him. I think he's better as a center back than he is as an outside back, in my opinion.
Finish your thought there.
Sorry.
Do you want to win the World Cup? These are not the guys to be bringing off the bench with to allow you to be able to do that. They're okay players if you're playing a friendly
Well,
Good, but not
Belgium,
great.
but
so my thing is you have to figure out who's going to do it because at some point someone's going to get injured or gassed, and you need to figure out who can I bring in.
you know what? Real quick, this brings me into something that I read about not last week, but the week before, and I meant to mention it in last year's show. I don't know if you guys are super duper familiar with baseball.
I am.
There's a
I like
thing-
baseball.
You know what replacement level means, right?
Yeah, like like WAR wins above replacement.
Sure.
That's that.
The
Yeah.
very concept of a replacement level player. A replacement level player is somebody who's going to come in. He's got to bat 250, which is like bang average. He's going to get a handful of this.
Oh, that's a
handful of
different
that,
stat.
handful of the other thing.
Okay.
It's wins. WAR is wins above replacement. How many wins did you create for your team above
Yes.
just any dude off the street that knows how to hit a baseball?
Oh,
And I
by the way,
wonder-
my bad. Austin Trusty, I would use as well. Austin,
Amen,
he was the
amen.
second one.
Amen. Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah.
There's no real analysis out there about what is a replacement level player. Is
Sure.
it an Uzbekistani national team player, or is it a Joe Scally who's a useful guy off the bench but doesn't actually start? I would be fascinated to know.
Well, what they
It's a
got.
conversation for another day. But
Sure.
how many of the U.S. national team players are consistently and honestly above that replacement level?
Well, the question is the guys you left off. Is it Tanner Tessman? Is it Aiden Morris? Is it there were a few other, you know what I mean?
I don't think there's a many above.
I don't know if
right?
there's a
That's what we have.
statistic that they've really done that because the problem with that one is you only get so many opportunities. If you had like 40 games a year with your men's national team, it would be much different. Then you could do a stat with that. But you only have so many times you play.
Right. In baseball, they calculated that the replacement level.
Yeah, how many wins you'd get your team if you replaced that
Yeah.
person, or how many you lose from
They
it.
called it the Mendoza line. It was a player
Yes.
called Mendoza, and they figured, okay, he's the absolute average of everything ever baseball related.
Yes,
And that was a determiner.
yes.
Are you above the Mendoza line, or are you below the Mendoza line?
How would you like to
Statement?
be that guy? Like,
I know, right?
I'm the most average player
No,
you've
seriously.
ever had.
Seriously, and then they did it with basketball as well. There was a much maligned player for the Knicks called Eddie Curry.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I
You
remember
that
Eddie
guy?
Curry,
Oh, my,
yes.
and they had it we had it in basketball in like the late 90s, early 2000s. They called it the Curry line. Are you above or below the Curry line? So maybe we should call, I don't know, Billy Bean or someone and get these. Who's a Spurs fan, by the way? He's a big soccer guy, right? You knew about this.
No, I didn't know
The
that.
Moneyball guy,
Really?
massive Spurs fan. He
Really?
wanted to buy
Spurs?
I promise you.
Yeah,
you.
he was. He's a big soccer guy.
Huge soccer guy. He's trying to figure out a way to use quantitative analysis. Is it quantitative or quantitative?
Quantitative.
Quantitationalizing it, right? He wants to try to figure out a way to analyze and break down the fabric of soccer.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
You can. It's freestyle jazz versus whatever they call that, right?
I
It's
can-
not, it's not possible. Is it?
My
It's not possible. I can tell you it's not possible for soccer because there are players who create certain
Yes.
things
Yeah.
without actually ever touching the ball.
There are
How-
more.
How do you put a stat on that?
No, exactly. So I've had this discussion with my scouting buddies. There are more quantifiable statistics in baseball
Yep.
because you have such a larger number of things.
Mhm.
There are so many things that people are trying to use AI and statistics for to say this is why I should sign this player
Mhm.
that you can only do just versus what you see in the age and and deciphering the players you put around him or play with or the system he's in.
Right.
There just aren't those statistics, unfortunately, and I think people are trying to shove stats down people's throats,
Amen.
and they make things up all the time.
Amen.
Soccer statisticians, like some are great, but I think a lot of them make up a lot of BS to say that this is why you should sign someone, and they are so far off, and they don't know anything because they've never been to a live game and scouted someone.
It's funny. We received a comment that said a lot of podcasters, soccer podcasters, talk a lot of BS too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay, I
onwards.
don't know
They said we should tariff
know
our
any.
podcasting equipment. By the way,
Tear up.
tariff.
Tariff.
There should be a tariff. By the way, one thing, Haji Red, I wish he got in. That was the only thing to see what he would have
Yeah, I
done.
would have liked to have seen him in.
Yeah.
All right, we got to move on. I do
Yeah,
want
we
to
do.
talk about the other matchups that are coming up here in the round of 32 because, my God, we haven't even touched that. There's a lot to get to.
Oh, a ton.
And you know what we're going to do? We're going to do that right after this.
Hi, Brooks. We're at our favorite store, Soccer World in Rochester. We're just gonna do some light shopping. Nothing big. Ooh, pretty colors. Oh, and one of these too?
Ooh, Germany. Nate would like this.
Hey, Brooks, look at all these. Look what I got.
South America. Ooh. Wow, that's not MLS. Cool.
Socks? No.
Ooh, a ball pump. Next in line.
Sir, you're next.
Right. That's a mannequin. You know that.
Huh?
It's a
Oh.
mannequin.
Oh. Sorry, sir.
Hug, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Make fun of him.
All right, thank you to Soccer World. Big shout out to them. Appreciate all the love and support they show us. If you're looking for any of that awesome 1994 gear, like the jean jacket jersey, check out Soccer World. SoccerWorld.net for all of your soccer gear needs. Hopefully you guys did the exact same we did there. Watched the commercial, grabbed a beer. Dog and Pony Show, shout out again. And then get ready for the next piece here. What we're going to be talking about is all the matchups in the round of 32. Before we go any further, I just want to say a big shout out to the North American Soccer Expo that's coming up July 29th through August 1st. Awesome expo, by the way. We were there last year. We did some podcast stuff. We just drank beer, talked. What an absolute phenomenal.
Well, you drank a lot of beer.
I definitely drank a lot of beer.
You did.
All 3 nights.
Yes.
All 3 nights.
Yes. You needed some coffee the next couple mornings.
I did?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I did, yes.
Yes.
You can always tell when I come in hungover. It's pretty much
Wow,
every day.
what's your tell?
I just don't talk to me and dark glasses, coffee. Yes.
Yeah. Typical. Very
but
typical.
if you
The
guys want-
average, the Mendoza line.
Right? Yeah.
Yes, the Mendoza line. of
My
Hanover.
ex-wife did that to me every single morning. Maybe she was an alcoholic.
Listen, if I go home and my wife mentions the Mendoza line, I'm gonna text you boys and be like, we've got issues here. She's said I'm below the Mendoza line. I need to know who this Mendoza fella is. All right, North American Soccer Expo. Check it out, NorthAmericanSoccerExpo.com for more information. Get over there. It's at Novi, right across the street from our beautiful studio here. All right, we're going to be talking about the round of 32 and all the games that are coming up. I cannot believe it, but essentially,
Bring it.
You know, I got to be honest. I was really going to be opening this segment with the real World Cup is here because, 32. But my God, the first group stages and everything we had were phenomenal. I just love it. And I hate that FIFA made so much money from it. But my God, the games were incredible. I was talking about every single one of them and watched, I think, out of the 64 games, I think I watched probably close to 40.
Yeah.
I think I missed a couple here and there when they were doubling up and work meetings and stuff. But
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. How many have I watched?
I could.
At least 4.
How did you get on a soccer podcast?
Oh, right. Yeah, that's the one with the round ball.
Yeah. The home run. Yeah, exactly.
Hexagonal shapes.
All right, but let's jump in. Here we go. Here are the matchups I'm going to put on here. Let's go through them real quick. Germany versus Paraguay. I think Germany's going to handle this one pretty easily, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think listen, Paraguay, like bunker in and hope, right? Like kind of like
They have
hit it long and listen, a lot of these third place teams, the longer you stretch it out and the longer it stays 0-0, the better you feel like you have an opportunity. Like today's game.
Yeah.
I think Canada was definitely the favorite, but I was texting you. I was like, I think South America is going to win on a crappy goal. It's going to be sorry, South Africa. Sorry, man. South Africa was winning on a crappy goal. The deflection to be a shot from distance. It'll be a drop cross in the box that someone's going to tap in or something. But it didn't. But the longer these games go with these lower teams, and then makes it more interesting.
And we've seen Germany struggle, just like England has struggled. We've seen Germany struggle when teams sit in on them and try to break out, right? Win the ball and break out.
Yes.
So this could Paraguay are not good. We saw that in the first game. They're not good.
Cameroon's been bad. I mean, they just haven't gotten from their guys they need offense.
Fully expect Germany to win this game 3-0, right? I think we're all on board there. All right, moving on. France versus Sweden. This is going to be a pretty good game. I mean, this is going to be a decent game. I think we expect France to come out and win it, but Luke, what are your thoughts on France versus Sweden, buddy?
I'm so split on this.
Really?
Are you really?
Yeah. Here's why.
Yeah.
If Sweden can figure out a way to play an old school, conventional, direct 4-4-2 style formation.
That's Greg's formation, man.
And actually, right, it's got its place today. You might not realize that if you're a coach or
100% it does.
Soccer, everything's 4-2-3-1, 3-4-2-1, 1-1-1-1-1-1.
Two good forwards can change a game.
I'd love to do that one day. It can, especially if you have two smart, cerebral, strong, and fast. Arguably, both Gyökeres and Isak are in the top 20 in the world.
They are good.
Just straight up striking.
And Isak scored some goals.
If they can figure out a way,
yes.
If they can figure out a way to harness the power of both of those guys playing together, which they have not yet, they do have some elements of their playbook that do go direct to those guys. It hasn't worked yet. If they can somehow figure out a way to get those guys the ball directly more often and let them cook, as the kids say, they could beat France. They probably won't because France is flipping amazing, but there is a chance.
The only issue that Sweden are going to have is the speed of France, right?
Yes.
You can shut down Mbappe. Great. If you're lucky enough to shut him down, and by the way, you're lucky enough to shut down Dembele as well, you still got to worry about Doué. You still got to worry about Michael Olise. Oh, my God. Like, they're so fast.
I'm split because I can see it happen in my mind. These two guys, Isak is...
he's great.
Last year aside, he struggled, right?
Oh, yeah, Newcastle, Isak.
Liverpool. Newcastle,
I'm just saying. Yeah.
Of course, world beater, right?
Yes.
Seriously good.
Yes.
And then Gyökeres, I know he's got his critics as well, some of whom are Arsenal fans, but he is really good at doing the thing.
Yeah.
Right?
If you can slow down, if you can sit in and slow down and take away the space.
You make it frustrating for France. They can't break out. They can't use their speed. You sit in and you defend as one.
Tomorrow you can finish my sandwich as well.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
No,
what are you having for lunch? Peanut butter and jelly? I like peanut butter and jelly.
But no, you're right. If you can sit in and take away that space and win the ball and then break out, and like you said, if you've got two strikers
that good,
and they're actually quick. They're quick. Yeah. They're quick. So listen, I think we're all in agreement that France is gonna win this one.
Probably.
It should be a good game.
Yeah.
This will be a good game. This will be a good one. Yeah. All right. We know what happened in South Africa. Canada move on.
No, wait. Oh, I think that Canada are probably going to squeak that South Africa game. Probably 1-0. I think it's going to be a real nail biter. But I think they'll go through 1-0. That's my opinion.
That's your prediction?
That is my prediction.
Put some money on that. See if you can find a betting app that'll find some
$5 million. $5 million.
Put some money on that, don't you?
You just could be like Back to the Future, where you can go back and grab the sports almanac, and then
As a kid with a wandering ADHD mind, I thought a lot about time travel, and I knew in my heart I would make massive money just skipping forward and back in time and just betting on like Norwich, Burnley in the Championship and stuff like that. Because nobody would notice if I put like 10 grand on that.
Or Leicester winning the Premier League.
Oh, can you imagine?
No, there was one guy that put a major bet on it.
One guy who put like $20 on it or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. I would say all you would have to do is put £5 on, and no one would have noticed, and you would have walked away with was it 5,000 to 1?
Something like
It
that.
was something like that.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
there are better odds to get relegated than they were to win the Premiership,
well,
obviously.
definitely.
Yes.
Way better. All right, moving on. Jesus, ADHD from all of us there.
Right.
Canada await the winner of Netherlands versus Morocco.
That'd be a good one.
This is going to be a good game,
Yeah.
but I think we're all going to be agreeing that Netherlands are going to win this one. I'm gonna say Netherlands personally.
Hmm.
One sentence. If the Netherlands, before the Netherlands absolutely pantsed and battered um, Sweden the other day, was it 5-0 or 5-1?
Yeah. No, it was ended up being 5-2,
Something like that.
5-1.
I watched most of it, but
Yeah.
anyway, before that,
There we
I
go.
was like, well, yeah, I'd be looking at this going, oh, this is gonna be a competitive one. I actually did a bit of research on Morocco for other reasons before the World Cup, and I'm telling you, they have so much creativity in the midfield that we overlook. So before that game, I'd be like, oh yes, Craig, this is going to be a competitive game, and things are going to happen. And now, nah, Netherlands walking it.
What Netherlands walking?
Netherlands are just triangle, Johan Cruyff triangle in their way to
Yeah.
3-1, 3-1.
I think this is
I
an
think
upset.
it'll be a good game, but 3-1's a good. You think it's gonna be close to
I think this is an upset.
You think it's an upset? You're
I
going for
think-
Morocco?
I think Morocco. Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
all the podcast studios in all the world, he has to walk into mine.
you own this?
Ugh.
If you know,
Woo.
what quote is that from? What movie is that? Quote?
No, I don't know.
I don't
actually.
know.
You know,
No, I'm not a
Frankly,
movie
my-
guy.
frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. It's
Oh, Miss Scarlet.
Casablanca,
Casablanca. Sorry, my bad.
which is in
No
which is
idea.
in the country of.
Yes, Morocco.
I'm wasted on you, Pete.
Sorry.
You really
Sorry.
are.
Yeah,
that was
my-
good.
Talents are
my-
wasted here.
Yeah.
All right, anyway,
I will say, yeah. Listen, they in their group play, they kept it close. A lot of, they. I don't know, Brazil underperformed, but they drew 1-1 with Brazil. They took care of Haiti 4-2, and then, the Scotland game was a 1-0-1, right? So, they did this in the group, and I think they have some interesting players. I mean, Hakimi, we know for PSG has always been a dangerous player going forward and can make things happen, and he's done big things in big games in Champions League matches for PSG. So I'm not saying he's the only lone difference maker, but I don't know. There's something about the Netherlands where one, they've never won a World Cup, and there's been a reason why they've never won a World Cup, because I think everyone thinks that because the total football and Johan Cruyff and everyone and the high expectations, I think, get to them sometimes. And I think Morocco has low stakes and not a lot to play for, or not.
Okay.
Not saying that they have things to play for, but the stakes aren't as high as what is the pressure on the Dutch from the Dutch fans.
Yassine Bejbana is going to be messaging you and sending you a bunch of flowers soon.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah. Brooks Lampier at hotmail.com.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll take those flowers.
he's a
Yes.
huge Morocco fan.
who worked for Hotmail or something? Everyone he knows got a Hotmail address.
Well, that's what he says too. Fine. AOL.com.
You
Okay.
actually have a Hotmail address. All right, moving on. Portugal versus Croatia. This is going to be an interesting game. Croatia, I still feel are a little bit older, a little bit but after watching Portugal and Colombia, Portugal are not as high flying, just not as good as I really thought. Colombia struck them down. Colombia were quick. Colombia were strong. I don't see that from Croatia though. So
What's the problem with Portugal this year, guys? What do we think?
I mean,
It's Ronaldo.
Yep.
He's the one, that he can't get out of his own way to make an extra pass or get out of the way of a pass to actually do anything. You know what I mean? I was surprised the one time him from Fernandez lined up for a free kick and Ronaldo walked away, but they ended up playing to him and he tried to head the ball in. But
the one problem is Ronaldo, but here's the second problem. Every single player on Portugal's team are looking for Ronaldo.
yeah, a pass.
I get it. He is a legend within your country, a legend within the game.
Yeah.
He can score, used to be able to score goals, but my God, you don't have to pass in the ball every single time you gain possession.
No, you don't.
Stop doing that. There was a couple of times last night in the game versus Colombia, they just were trying to isolate him. Like, all right, where is he? I got to go find Ronaldo. Dude, just you're one-on-one. Go to goal, score.
Well, Leao
there's-
finally got that at the end of the game when he came in. Yeah.
Is there or something else besides Ronaldo you think Ronaldo?
No, that is the reason.
What is it?
Bearing in mind, AFC Richmond, the great Roy Kent, had to retire, and he knew it, and he knew it was his time, and he didn't want to do it, but he took it well.
Yes.
I think I've made my point here.
Luke, I can tell you right now,
Also,
it is it is very hard to come to the realization that you've lost a step, lost 2 steps, and give it up.
Yep.
And because you can't go back, right?
Correct.
And he plays in a league which is ranked 29th in the world, where he scores a lot of goals.
Yep.
They all idolize him. The world idolizes him. The most Instagram followers ever, from what I understand. And in his head, he just scored 2 goals 2 games ago, right? So everybody goes, "Oh my God, he's back."
Yeah.
He's
like
not.
It doesn't work like that.
He doesn't.
Great forwards with great instincts. You shove them up front, they're always going to get a goal or 2.
Yep.
There's plenty of strikers that have played into their mid to late 30s that have they've got the odd scrappy goal, or they play because nobody else there's nobody else there. With respect, Edin Dzeko, great career. He's there because there's probably nobody else in the country.
Sure, for Bosnia and
Got it.
Herzegovina, yeah.
Got it. There's just no.
I think Croatia get the upset if we're going to talk about this. I think Croatia win.
You said that about the Morocco-Netherlands game.
Are you just picking all the upsets now?
No, I'm not.
You really think Croatia going to beat Portugal?
The Eastern European team, man. Listen, people understand the Eastern Europeans are a bunch of tough son of a guns. Like when they go after and they want something, they make it a do or die situation, and they don't make it easy for anyone.
I did just watch them against England, and they were great for the first half. Then they got super tired, and they ran out of ideas. And England were quick, but not as quick as Portugal.
And
I think this is where Modric steps up.
I hope so. One last
40.
One more. What's the saying? Once more into the breach.
I think so. That's what it is.
Winston Churchill, right? Once more into the breach, my friend.
Yeah, that sounds right.
We will fight the breaches. It was a really inspirational speech by Winston Churchill to say, right, this is it's now or never. One last push, one last go.
Yeah, I know Perisic is old. I know Modric is. But I thought Badarina was decent against England. I thought he did all right. Sucic hasn't been bad. I mean, I thought Livakovic he's done very well, as a goalkeeper making saves, and when you need to make big saves, that game against England could have been a lot worse if he didn't make a lot of the saves he did. So
who, Pickford or
no.
Oh, yeah,
the Croatian goalkeeper.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I just don't see Croatia really
Livakovic.
stepping in and
When you have a goalkeeper that can make saves though, and it's on, I mean, look at what Tim Howard did against Belgium years ago.
Yeah,
it keeps you in the game, and then it gives you hope.
I'd put a couple of dollars on it if I were you, but I don't think it's going to happen. All right. Hold on. Luke, you're picking Portugal, yeah?
Okay.
Despite the issues, he's still Ronaldo. They're still Portugal. They'll figure it out.
Exactly. All right, moving on. Spain versus Algeria. Do we need to talk about this one?
Nah, Spain for sure.
Okay. I think everybody.
See, I'm not going the underdog with everything.
Not
Okay,
everything.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
We talked about United States versus Bosnia Herzegovina. All 3 of us going with USA. Belgium, Senegal. I think we're all going Belgium there. Senegal will give it a game, but I think Belgium will come through, and then it'll be a great game versus USA versus Belgium. Correct?
Who scores for Belgium? This is my question.
The man in the.
Because Lukaku has not been tremendous. Let's go ahead.
Spain are playing Austria.
Wait, what?
I'll say Austria. Yeah, Spain right in Austria.
Wait, what?
Is that one not the newest one?
This is the one from today. This is the one from Fox Sports and the TV channel.
I got one. I'm looking at one from.
I think Spain are playing Austria.
I'm looking at one from USA Today, and I got one for different reasons, and then I got one from ESPN.com.
Yeah, I think I had that in my graphic. I think Spain.
Spain, Austria.
That might some maybe before the games were actually.
This was produced about 4 hours ago, so that's interesting.
I wonder if they messed up.
Is anybody gonna?
Switzerland, Algeria, yeah.
Yeah, Switzerland, Algeria. Yep.
So
someone messed up. Iran didn't make it. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, Iran's out. You're right. Someone messed us up.
Yep.
Hey, Fox Sports, you bastards. All right, send me the new graphic. Send me is there a graphic?
Use the ones I made on our Facebook
There's
group.
90 million of them. I can't put them all together.
Literally, just go to
There's only 4.
Just go to ESPN. Go to.
Yeah.
just do the push Men's World Cup. It'll come out.
Yeah.
But I pulled up a different one because it had betting odds, and I was quite fascinated for a while this morning looking at what the Vegas lines were.
Yeah.
They're not soccer experts, but then at the same time, Vegas gets 99.9%.
Oh, it's incredible, isn't it?
Isn't it though? The way
It's
I don't
incredible.
know what algorithms they're using or how much coffee they drink every morning, but they do. I mean, that's why we're all addicted to gambling and we all lose our mortgages. And
Yeah. Aiden said Spain play Austria.
there you go.
Were you not watching
Thank you,
last
Aiden.
night?
That's right.
Anyway, so I don't know that Senegal could be. I guess my question to both of you is who delivers for Belgium if Lukaku's not scoring a lot, which he really hasn't. Who delivers? Tielemans?
The midfielders that come through, but I think Doku gets in there and really does do a job.
Well, he's gone.
No, he's back.
he back
Oh, did he come back?
for this
I
one?
thought it was official. He was.
No, he
Oh,
did. He
just for
went.
the
He went
group.
back to London. His partner had the baby there, and now
Okay.
he's back. So
He's
he
back for the
missed
knockout. Okay.
missed the second group
Yeah.
stage game, but he
Okay.
came back for the third.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'm going to use my mulligan, my veto card on this one. This one is what they in Vegas what they call a push. I have no idea. I can absolutely see a scenario where Belgium comfortably win this one. I can absolutely see a scenario where Senegal comfortably win this one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not doing it. I quit. I'm not picking anybody. Sorry.
all right.
Next.
I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm gonna say Senegal.
You're gonna say
You are.
Senegal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're. I don't know. I just think it's their time. They want to showcase. They got here and they want to showcase the world. This good old Sadio Mane come out and give a good performance against Belgium.
Luke, you know the bad thing about having Brooks say all these things? He doesn't bet. Like he never bets. And I always say, hey, should we bet a 6-pack? Or we should have bet a beer. And he goes,
I don't
"What
bet on
about
soccer.
what about a chocolate milk?
I don't bet
No,
on
Brooks,
soccer.
bet me a beer.
No. I bet Joy. Yes.
Who's Joy?
Oh, just yeah.
Is
That's,
she good looking?
that's actually yeah. Walmart announced last week they were actually accepting Joy as legal tender, as legal currency.
Really?
Yeah.
I got a lot of joy.
See, you're gonna be able to get your groceries on the house.
Yeah, I
in a
know.
few weeks then.
I know, right?
I'd rather money than joy to a degree.
Yeah.
I need to eat, so
Joy is my dog and pony show, Colonel Lager beer. Shout out. That's my joy.
same.
Yeah, exactly. Cheers. All right, moving on. Let's go. I am very interested, Brooks. You've picked a couple of upsets. I think Senegal, Belgium's an upset.
Yeah.
You've picked
Morocco over Netherlands.
Morocco over Netherlands,
And
you picked
Croatia over Portugal.
My God, you've picked a lot of upsets.
Yeah.
Moving on, Brazil versus Japan. Brooks, first up, who are you picking? Brazil versus Japan?
Oh, Japan.
You're picking Japan?
Yes.
4 upsets. You've
Yes,
done 4
Because
upsets.
I despise Brazil, and I think the Japanese are really good.
See, sometimes he lets his heart get in the way of
Yeah.
his head.
That's not the question. That wasn't the question. It's not the World Cup. Who does Brooks like bracket? This is a competitive tournament. I mean,
Sorry, my bad.
what is?
I
is-
really do think Japan can upset people. I like seriously, like I really do. Like
I
they
think
are.
they can too, but I think they beat Brazil?
Yes, I think that everyone counts out the Japanese every year, and somehow they have this magnificent upset, whether it's the group stage or wherever or wherever how far they advance. So I do think they have quality players. Suzuki's been good for them. It's not obviously he's American born, part Japanese, so like they have actually a real goalkeeper in goal, which makes a difference. Not having a guy that's only like 5'10", 5'11", like not even 6 foot. And they're just creative. I just think that country has come such a far way in their development of players and how they develop players and where these players play across the world that makes them competitive at the international level. Because Nate researched it. None of their guys on that roster play in the J League. They all play somewhere else, whether it's Serie A, La Liga, EPL, Bundesliga. Anyway, it doesn't matter, you know?
What's funny about that fact is that the fans of these J League teams, they don't care. They get it. They understand
Yes.
that these players have to move elsewhere to get better resources, better coaching resources, better.
They understand it, they
career
get it, and they love it.
trajectory.
Yes.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
And they follow those players too to the other countries and clubs, and then they support those
Obsessively.
clubs, like you said, obsessively is a great word. And then
I
They
say
buy
that.
all
I
the
say that
gear.
with respect, not any
The
disrespect.
Japanese are friendly people.
I've been to Japan. I love it. It's one of my favorite countries to be to.
Have you
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, it's
That's
brilliant.
amazing. I didn't know that. It's on
Yeah,
my
I love
bucket
it.
list. Literally, my
I
actual.
want to go to Japan too.
Not in the way that like going to the mall on a quiet Tuesday is on my bucket list, but like that's actually on my actual. I want to do this before
Do
I
it-
die list. That's great, man.
Do it soon.
Okay.
Do it soon. It is a brilliant,
Cool. All right.
brilliant country.
I'm gonna take off.
We'll see you later.
See you guys.
Hold on, let me get on
Sayonara.
Expedia.com first. All right, so Brazil, I'm picking Brazil to beat Japan, although I am wanting Japan to win.
Yeah.
Would love for Japan to win, but unfortunately, I see Brazil just doing what Brazil does and them going, now the real World Cup starts. Everybody figure it out.
Yep.
That's what I see Brazil doing.
Oh,
I'm with you,
jeez.
man. I'm
Okay.
with you. On the one hand, Japan haven't lost a game at any level in like 9 months. They've won their last 10 games in a row, comfortably too, by the way. And they are I don't know if this is a weird thing to say or not, but it's true, and it's been true for a while. I flippin' love watching Japan and South Korea play. They have a certain X factor. They have a certain spirit which allows them to play at maximum speed, not literally maximum speed. They're not like
They're super
maximum-
intelligent players.
Just maximum effort at all times, but also for each other. It's not a team of individuals.
Correct.
It's
They
a
know they have to win
team.
as a collective.
Absolutely, and it's fascinating
Yes.
for South Korea, but particularly Japan. I love watching Japan.
And they're fierce. They don't
really-
put up with people's
They
BS.
really don't. They really don't.
And they all stand up for each other.
They really do. And now they're doing all this mind game stuff in the media. Have you read about this? They're going after some players. And
Japan are?
yeah,
haven't
they're
seen
like,
this.
oh, Japan are on they're a rising sun, and Brazil are a fallen giant, and all this stuff. So on the one hand, I love watching Japan. My God, if I had one wish in this World Cup, it might be like if I could pick my dream winner. I think it'd be so cool if Japan won. On the other hand, Brazil, Carlo Ancelotti, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. And no one's been able to figure out how to stop Vinicius Jr., who wants to win the Golden Boot because he's a selfish, you know what.
I don't know if he's catching Mbappe, but Mbappe's got 6 goals right now.
I thought it was Messi was 6 and Mbappe.
Right, sorry. Messi's 6 and Mbappe's with 4.
Right.
My bad.
No one's catching Messi.
Yeah, no score more.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yes.
You bastards. All right.
Sorry.
Ivory versus Norway. Ivory Coast versus Norway. This will actually be a very good game. The winner of this game takes on the winner of Brazil versus Japan.
Yeah.
Ivory Coast versus Norway. Brooks.
The
wins this
Viking, Erland Haaland will be good.
Not
so
an upset. Not
Not an
the
upset. It'll be
Ivory
Norway.
Coast. Okay.
Yep. Too
Luke.
much.
Norway.
Same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think this is when they go. Everybody's in. It's the last 32. We need to advance. Everybody throw the ball up to Erling Haaland. He'll just create and score.
At some point, that will work, right? That will work.
It will.
Yes.
I don't know if Cote d'Ivoire have the central defenders that are that intelligent, that disciplined,
Yeah.
that world class to stop Erling. If Erling wants to do something, he'll just do the thing.
Yeah, he's an absolute. Did you guys see
Beast.
Did you guys see the video of him when he was doing a little bit of an interview with a guy and some women came up to him and was like, "Hey, we heard one of you guys is
Yeah. And he said, I'm not the soccer player, it's that guy.
No,
told you
I'm
he's
the
gonna finish
Yeah.
my sandwich tomorrow."
Sorry, man, I'm the social media guy.
Yeah.
Or something like
Yeah.
that.
And in
American
a
accent.
Texas accent, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
because that's why all these guys like to come to America in the off season because no one knows who they are.
Well, not anymore. That's going away.
That's great. Must be great doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wesley Snyder loved to go to LA and he would just go around and just like no one would know who he was.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It happens to me a lot when I walk around White Lake or
No one knows who you are.
Really?
So it's super weird.
I know.
It's quite refreshing though. I love it.
Uh,
People, if I walk around my house,
can only
everybody
imagine.
knows who I am. And
But Clausen's a different story,
Clausen-
right?
Clausen, yeah, nobody.
Yeah.
Why? Which way? Which way? Oh, if I walk around Clausen, just
Yeah.
hopefully soon.
Yeah, soon.
I will be known in the city of Clausen for
Yes.
reasons that maybe we can talk about it on the show in 6 months' time.
You don't have the ankle
Nice.
tag on anymore. I noticed. So
Exactly. I'm on day release now. Yeah.
exactly awesome.
What? Where did that come from?
Mexico versus Ecuador. I think we're all expecting Mexico to.
Mexico likes
we
to
go.
stumble, man. They have always struggled even to get out of the group and then even in the knockout rounds. So this one, like you said, this is the push one. This is the one that can go either way. For
Okay,
me.
this is your push.
This is my push.
I dig it. Yep.
I'm going Mexico.
Home team, host team. I think they're probably fine, but I get your point, man.
Yeah.
I really do.
England versus DR Congo.
Don't you dare, Brooks. The English people have suffered enough. Leave them alone.
England wins this one for sure.
Thanks.
I think there was only one team that had a better draw than this, and it was U.S. men's national team versus Bosnia
Bosnia.
Herzegovina. I think
Really?
when I saw this come out and I went, England get DR Congo? Are you kidding me? My God. The only thing that plays against England here is DR Congo going to sit in, and England struggle to break teams down. They really struggle to break teams down. They need teams to come out and actually play against them in order to play well and understand how to advance the ball. They struggle to break teams down. And DR Congo we saw up top, Newcastle player.
Quick, fast, can make
Yeah,
things
very
happen.
fast, can put the ball in the net. And I think he'll cause some issues. Ultimately, I think.
So we have someone in our chat rooting for Congo.
Oh, good. Is it Victor?
It is
F you,
Victor.
Victor.
Yeah, I mean, rooting for
He says 1-0 Congo.
really
Yes.
Victor suffered in high school
the head injury.
head injury. Yeah, his mom dropped him on his head
Oh,
in
no,
high school.
it's terrible.
Him and Craig played together, by the way, if you didn't know.
I did not know that. No,
It's at North Farmington. He actually protected Craig a lot. He was the enforcer of the team.
I can imagine with that.
No,
Yes.
no, Victor was the bully. He was the one that bullied me.
Definitely.
He told me if I didn't score goals, he was going to hurt me.
Put your head in the toilet again.
Yeah,
See,
it's not
is that
nice.
why you support Aston Villa? Because he made you.
You leave me alone.
You've suffered enough, I know.
Exactly. So I think we're all expecting
Yeah,
England to
England
go
for
forward.
sure.
England.
Yeah,
England
yeah.
should. And if we're being very honest, England should win by 2 clear goals.
Victor said it was elementary school.
It was all of it.
That's even worse.
All of the above. Argentina versus Cape Verde.
For sure, Argentina.
Okay, thank you.
But I'm curious to see what a fight Cape Verde puts up with this.
They
It'll be
will not
interesting.
put up a fight. They will not.
If
I'm sorry.
Well,
Argentina are so good.
Well, you see, this is the one where he's gone for some upsets. This is the one where I really think that maybe that there's a chance that no. I was tried.
I was
No.
like, wait a
Did you really? Did
You
you
bought
buy that?
I was taking
Buy
a sip
that.
of my beer and you caused me to stop. I was like, is he gonna say something like, "Oh my God"? No, you're right. No,
Oh my God! I got
You-
you.
you
for
had
a
me.
split second there.
You had me.
I induced a beer pour.
the interesting to me is how long do they keep it 0-0? And again, if they keep it, I think Argentina will eventually win this. They'll eventually wear them down. But if they go into the half 0-0, like that's
no.
a win for that's a win for Cape Verde.
and that's why I think that Messi is a clean, just a stone cold lock
Yeah.
for the Golden Boot
Sure.
because
I
France.
mean, he'll probably put up 3 on them.
France, yeah, right. He will, and then France.
Sure.
France don't have a game like that. Okay, so the quote unquote worst team France could play, it would be the quarterfinal. Would be the semi-final. They'd play Bosnia, arguably worst, right?
If they
being
beat us
very
and
subjective.
everything, yeah.
Arguably, in the unlikely event that Bosnia get past, Belgium or Belgium and Senegal and Bosnia and Portugal and Spain, etc., etc. Right? If they do all that, yeah,
Yes.
then they're going to play,
I will say this as an American
They're gonna have-
fan.
they're
As an
gonna-
American fan, I want Spain if we advance that far.
Why?
That just we keep telling them Confederations Cup when we beat them when we
You
weren't
want
supposed to beat them.
Spain.
I want Spain if we advance that far.
I don't understand that.
No one
No
wants to play
No one wants
Spain.
You would take Croatia, surely.
I want Spain
Or
because I want to shove it to those Spanish people that think they know soccer.
If you're lucky enough to get through Belgium,
yeah.
and then to get through,
No, we played Spain after
you'd
that.
play Spain because they play Portugal. Spain would play Portugal.
Yeah.
You'd play Belgium. Yeah, if you're lucky enough to get through Belgium, then you'd play Spain.
Yep.
Yeesh.
Yep.
Which very well might happen.
You
That
guys
might
keep
be-
going on about Belgium. I don't see it. I don't see
Yeah.
anything.
Anyways, to
Yeah.
continue to the
They're
last
old.
couple games.
Okay. Last one. Last couple of games here. Australia versus Egypt.
Egypt.
This is going to be a good game. This is going to be a sneaky good game. I do expect Egypt to advance, but this will be sneaky good and entertaining, in my opinion. Both teams will come out and play. You think Egypt, though?
Australia's gonna muck it up.
I used
For
that
sure.
term last week.
You did, didn't you?
Must be
Yes.
an Australian term.
Yes. Vegemite. Yes. No, just kidding.
What do you know about Vegemite?
I
Gross.
don't know anything, to be honest with you. Anyways, so, I mean, they mucked it up against the U.S. men's national team, and it was a foul. They only won 2-0. But like, if the game gets physical like that, how does Egypt respond? That's the question. Do you knock Mo Salah off his game? That would be the interesting thing here. So, but I do think Egypt come away with the win.
Okay.
Egypt.
My heart says Australia. My head says Egypt.
Are you part Australian?
Huh?
Do you have any Australian any family members? Is that why it
I
says?
have been to Australia, but only as an embryo. I don't know if that counts or not. My
think
mom
it
was
counts.
pregnant with me when she went to Australia one time. She had a
Ah.
lot of Australian friends because of the church that she was in. It's a whole thing. So she was like heavily pregnant with me, and then she went out to visit some friends of hers, and then came back.
You're lucky you
I
weren't
was still
born
there.
there.
Yeah, no, it was very feasible that I could have been born healthily and stably in the country of Australia. It was
Nice.
mad. You
Nice.
know,
You can see
I'd
you
have
on.
to do I'd have to do a podcast
Yeah.
on cricket or something like that. You know, great.
What's the Australian beer?
Foster's.
Foster's.
Uh,
You want a
Castlemaine
Foster's,
4X.
mate?
Oh, Foster's, yeah.
Like a Foster's,
Well,
mate, huh?
But they don't drink Fosters in Australia. If that's sweeping generalization, I'm sorry. The actual
Yeah.
official like Australian beer is called Castlemaine 4X, and it's
Oh, I
quite
didn't know
popular
that.
out there. It got popular for a bit in the UK as well when I was
Did it?
like late teens, early 20s. Castlemaine 4X. Yeah, yeah.
A couple of years ago then.
Victor goes Australia. The convicts are gonna win that one. Counts as much, about as much as Craig being English.
All right, onwards. Switzerland versus Algeria.
Oh, man.
This will be a good game, but I think Switzerland.
I'll take the Swiss. Yeah,
Swiss come
Yeah.
overcome them.
Yeah.
And last one, Colombia versus Ghana.
that is gonna be a tasty one.
It's gonna be a good game.
Yes, because Ghana give people issues in any World Cup they
But
play.
Colombia are good.
They are.
Last night they were good. I think Colombia go through this, and I think Colombia get to Switzerland. I think they beat Switzerland, and then I think they come up against Argentina, and I think that's going to be a really
Well,
good
yeah,
game.
South
but I think
American teams.
and I think Argentina get through there squeaking by Colombia. I see Colombia getting through the next two games to get to Argentina.
You have Colombia beating like most likely Switzerland to get to Argentina.
Absolutely, 100%.
Really?
Yes, I think Colombia are phenomenal.
Okay.
Last night really showed me who they are. They are good, man. James Rodriguez, I just did not think he still had it, but
He shot with his right foot.
he doesn't have his quickness, he doesn't have his speed, but he's got a touch, and man, he can throw some through balls through the middle.
He's got an IQ.
Yeah. So
So
I think that's going to be a great game. Anyway, that's the knockout rounds for us there, boys. A couple of other things we're going to get to if I could find my sheet here now that I've been thrown off by putting the wrong piece up there. The brackets. All right. A couple little things before we get to our game. Lewandowski
yeah.
set to join the Chicago Fire on a 2-year deal. Are you kidding me? Here we go. He was in town a couple of weeks ago. He checked out Chicago and the city and all it had to offer. Big Polish community there in Chicago, and here he is. He's ready to go, putting pen and paper to a 2-year deal. Going to be joining up in the next couple of days.
So this makes it really, really interesting here. So with the Chicago Fire, you have one Hugo Kuipers.
Leading goal scorer in the MLS.
Exactly. And what do you do with them? How do you play them together?
Play
Do you
together.
get rid of Kuipers and you get him for something interesting, and then
How old is he?
I think he's in his 20s, I want to say. I don't think he's. Let me just Google this on a second. Hugo Kuipers.
You cannot get rid of a leading goal scorer because you brought in a 37-year-old.
But what do you do if he wants to play? That's the question.
gotta find
He's
a way to-
29, by the way.
You got to find a way to play them together. If you want to have any chance of going deep into the playoffs and into the season, you want to play them together. You
I
got
hope Greg Berhalter is trying to figure that one out, because
It's a great problem to have.
he likes usually single strikers.
Well, he's a great problem to have. Move the one guy back. It ain't gonna be Lewandowski. He's not moving back into midfield.
The question is, can you play one of them as a 10?
That's it's.
I think you could play Lewandowski as a withdrawn forward as a 10.
No.
He's clever enough.
I don't think he's ever done that in his career.
I think you could do it with him.
I don't think that he's gotten that in his locker.
Yeah, I would wonder about that, man.
Yeah.
I think it
You're
would be
the MLS
interesting.
guy. You're the most knowledgeable MLS fan I know.
I think he's gonna have to go to a 4-4-2, and he's gonna have to play the two strikers up.
He doesn't like playing that. He likes being possession oriented, though.
You can still be possession oriented with a 4-4-2.
You can,
3-5-2.
but it's not.
Yeah.
And maybe a 3-back, because he has done 3-back things before, for
There
sure.
you go. I think, but listen,
I think he has the center backs in the back line, because you can put Andrew Gutman as a left center back, or you can play Andrew as a left wing back.
we're not getting too deep into this, but
What
here
do you
it
mean we're
is.
not getting too deep in?
Here we go. Lewandowski is coming to Chicago in the MLS. It's a good signing for the MLS overall. It's a great signing for the MLS. He instantly becomes one of the top paid players in the MLS.
Okay. Why is that good for me as an MLS fan?
As an MLS fan, you get to now go see another world superstar.
Yeah, probably in bloody Brown Stadium instead of Columbus Crew Stadium.
No, he's not that big.
No, he doesn't have that.
Nah, he doesn't have that.
I will say, just really quick,
Yeah.
everything the Chicago Fire have ever done, they've screwed up.
Mhm.
They have they've made bad decisions constantly over and
Agreed.
over and over again, to the point where there are people who legitimately want them out of the sport, out of the city, and to reboot the entire soccer culture.
Yeah, there's a.
purely based on their own bad decisions. However,
Yeah.
I think this is a great decision because
I was about to say.
they've tried to connect with the diaspora population in the city in various ways. You know, they've tried to get South and Central American fans to games in various ways,
Yeah.
and that hasn't worked. Maybe throwing out a Polish legend, like you said, right? Massive Polish population in Chicago, and they're very fiercely partisan. Maybe this will trigger something culturally to get fans back into even caring about the Chicago Fire.
Yeah, I mean,
Massive. We talked about this before, Brooks. It's a massive soccer market.
I think
Why
so.
it's failing is criminal.
Yeah, so
Great.
the Chicago Fire guys I've interviewed and I've spoken with Mule and Chris Mule and Andrew Gutman, like I'll be honest, like, it's not them, but other people I've spoken with that are pro players. I mean, until Chicago built that training facility and now are building the new stadium, it was not a sexy destination to go. They did not want to put with this new training facility and then the new stadium they're building. Just totally different. On a different level. People want to go play there now, and I think that's the attractiveness to it, and I think it's changing a lot.
Yeah. Well, I'm interested to see how Chicago Fire deal with this. Another striker coming in, big player. You got to play him because you're paying him the money. One of the top paid players in the league.
Just to clarify, that's 10 million per year, not 10 million for both years, like 5 a year.
I don't know,
5
to
plus
be
5 equals
honest.
10.
I'd have to read through it.
Oh,
I would think it's probably 10 a year.
I don't know what they're paying him. Speaking of 10 million a year, Christian Pulisic is due to be offered a contract by New York City FC at 10 million per year. Should Christian Pulisic move from Serie A, AC Milan and Serie A to the MLS? I personally think he needs to stay where he's at for another 2 to 3 years. Hold on, man. You don't need to come back to the MLS quite yet.
Yeah. Well, someone has to be the face of the league once Messi leaves.
Messi's signed a 2-year contract,
Yeah.
right? So he's still got another 2 years, and that's to take the MLS into the new format they're coming up with, right?
Yeah, which is the European schedule.
Right. So I think after that, then you go and say, hey, Pulisic,
Well, hold on.
come back.
I'm not done. NYCFC is building a brand new stadium right across from Yankee Stadium.
Sure, they need to fill those seats.
They do. They need to fill that one. It's going to be a nice new area they built and everything.
Is it a good idea for Christian Pulisic to come back?
I mean, if he is tired of a lot of things over in Europe and he wants to come back it's not Pennsylvania, but it's New York. It's not far from where Hershey is.
I'm tired of playing in the Champions League and at one of the top leagues in the world.
But he may be sick of a lot of other things. You don't know.
Should he come back?
Great food. Yeah, I'm so sick of eating well every day. I'm so sick of
Come on.
I'm so sick of Lake Como.
I don't want him right now, but I don't want him to come back right now. But I think that is an intriguing thing that New York City FC could be a possibility. Like the Philadelphia Union can't afford him because they don't spend any money on anyone anyways. But NYFC, the Etihad group, are willing to throw it out. So maybe not now, but maybe in a couple years.
In 2 to 3 years. Come on back, buddy. Yeah. We'll take it. I think you become the leader, the face of the MLS at that point.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. He's 27 right now. He's playing for one of the biggest teams in the world. Lest we forget what AC Milan have done and how influential a team they are in Europe. They're massive.
Right now he is. Is he in Ruben Amorim's plans for AC Milan? That's the question. And if he's not, where does he go?
Can you imagine if he wasn't? He's really good, guys. I'm not a.
But Ruben Amorim is, you've experienced it with him as a United fan.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And his agent may be like, I need to get him out of Milan into another team in Italy or somewhere else.
Here's why he is in his plans, because you know who's a big fan of him? Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who's the general manager who brought in Ruben Amorim. And they just did a tour together here in New York City, promoting the World Cup and Zlatan and everything, but also promoting AC Milan. So Zlatan's going to say, listen, I'm not bringing any coach in here who's not going to play who he's dubbed Captain America. Oh, and by the way, AC Milan is expanding their growth here in America because of Christian Pulisic. A lot of Christian Pulisic AC Milan jerseys. He ain't letting them go.
But don't forget, there's a lot of restructuring in that club right now in the front office.
Now,
that doesn't mean that Zlatan has the final say.
No, the owner does, who's dubbed him the general manager. So Zlatan runs that club, buddy. Sorry, and he loves Captain America.
Yeah, we'll see.
I have a question really, really quick. Maybe if it's for the audience, and maybe we can research this a little bit for next week's show. Has anybody here heard of a club called Brackley Town? This is Pulisic related. Brackley Town.
Brackley Town.
Brackley, not
Brack.
broccoli.
Brack.
Brackley.
B-R-
Just the
Brackley
Brackley.
Town. Wouldn't it be Italian?
B-R-A-C-K-L-E-Y.
Yeah, Brackley Town.
I've
No,
read it,
I'm
but I don't
not.
know
Is
anything
it a
about it.
thing in Pennsylvania?
No, it's not. Brackley Town are a team that, checks notes, play in members of the National League North in
I
England.
was about to say, it sounds like an
I
English
know-
team, but
I do follow the English game, not just at the top, but at the middle and the
Yeah.
bottom as well. I'm not some oracle, but I do know like most of the teams that are important to know in England. I've never really heard of Brackley Town. How the hell did Christian Pulisic play for Brackley Town in 2005-6? Does anybody?
in 2005, he would have been,
What do you mean academy? He might have been a young kid.
In 2006, he played for Rush, right down the road,
right.
right? So how was he playing for Brackley Town in 2005?
I don't know. Was it their academy?
His dad
I
might
don't
have,
know.
they might have gone over there.
Are
and
you
played a couple-
Wikipedia in that? Because
Yeah,
Wikipedia
yeah.
is not always true.
Yeah, but I don't know how many people are trying to lie and say that
We'll have
Christian
to look.
Pulisic played for Brackley.
We're gonna need to look that
We need
one
to
up
do
and
this.
come
We'll
back
do
to
the big
that.
reveal next week.
Yes.
Definitely look that one up. All right, the other one we alluded to earlier, the other move, Granit Xhaka
Oh
to
boy.
Chelsea. So Sunderland bought Granit Xhaka last year for 17 million. Now how old is he, Brooks? He's 34 now.
I'm gonna look that up right now.
Born in '92, so that makes him 33. Yeah.
So he's 33 now, on the verge of
Sorry,
34, is it? 34 later this year.
Yeah,
So-
he will be. Yeah.
So they bought it for 17.5 million pounds last year from Bayer Leverkusen. Everybody thought, what are you buying him for? That's a lot of money for a 32, 33-year-old. And then all of a sudden, Sunderland started lighting the Premiership on fire, and they ended up finishing 7th.
Well, Sunderland just rejected the bid, by the way.
God damn it, Brooks.
Shit,
Hold tight.
yeah.
Hold
Alright.
tight.
I'm
Okay.
reading the article. I'm trying to find how much they're offering.
Last year, bought for 17.5 million for a 32-3-year-old, and everybody thought, what are you bringing him in for? And the Sunderland set the Premiership afire, man. They were incredible. They finished 7th. First time in 53 years, the Sunderland have been playing in Europe. They have made it
Yes.
into the Intercontinental. They're playing in Europe, so it's great. They did very well. Phenomenal. He is the leader and the captain, okay? 5 weeks ago, he said, this club has made big strides. This is on the stadium, by the way, on the field at the stadium in the last game with the microphone to the fans. This club has made big strides, but we're not finished yet. We've got a long way to go. And now he's being touted to go to Chelsea, and he's told the club he wants to go.
Whoa.
He has not handed in an official request, but Chelsea have hired a new manager, Xabi Alonso, who, by the way, coached Bayer Leverkusen when they won the league when Granit Xhaka was there as the captain. He wants his captain. £8 million was offered. £8 million. That's not a lot of money.
No.
That is not a lot of money in today's game. So what did Sunderland do? As Brooks said, they turned it down. Sunderland said, absolutely not. We're actually not entertaining offers.
It's a good deal for a 33-year-old, 34-year-old player, by the way.
But he's the
That's the
captain.
point. Yeah.
He's the one who led your team.
He's got a contract until June 2028
Right.
at Sunderland.
2 years.
He's
So,
got 2 years left.
Yeah.
yes.
So I do think if they raise that offer to, let's just say 14.5 million,
Yeah.
they'll end up selling him, because even if they don't agree to it, you know what he's going to do? He's going to walk into the front office and say, "You sell. I want to go. I want to go. You need to sell me." One, because he's going to get more money at Chelsea. He's not going to start every game, but he definitely loves Xabi Alonso, who he won the Bundesliga with. So it's a shame, but this is what happens. Now, Brooks, we had a conversation yesterday, and a text message with Nate about this. Why would they do that? Because, well, Chelsea finished 10th, Sunderland finished 7th.
Yeah.
Chelsea think, well, you know what? We're going to take the captain of one of our competitors.
I don't understand that logic, by the way. It just doesn't make sense to me. By the way, if I was Sunderland, if you got him 17.5 million, right, from Leverkusen, right? That's what they got him for.
Yeah.
I would accept nothing less than like 18 or 20 from Chelsea for him.
A guy who's 33 and turning 34.
Correct. I would want my money back of what I bought him for, and I want it back.
Well-
Because we all know Chelsea will play the game because they've done it with Brighton, where Brighton have just fooled them and just gotten bunches and bunches of money from them by selling them their players. If there's anything, you can dangle a nice little thing right in front of Chelsea, and they're going to be willing to pay the money for stuff.
While I
that's on
agree a
that.
little bit with you, Sunderland have earned that money back that they paid for him with
No.
the games they won. 100%. Do you think they would have finished 7th without him?
No,
Do you
not
think
a
they would have
chance.
gotten into Europe without him?
Not a chance.
They've earned that money
I
back.
agree.
You
But
finish
I
one
agree,
play.
but in the contract, like, yes, I earn money, yes, of course, but like, I want
So
what
what-
I got back from him
What
in
are you
my
gonna do with your
contract.
captain who walks into your office and says, "You're gonna sell me, or I'm just gonna sit"?
The thing is, as soon you guys know this, as soon as he hands in his transfer request, his value plummets. You ain't getting 14. You might not even get 8. At that point.
Gone.
Now you're trying to sell a player who's 35. Sorry.
To me, it
36 years
doesn't.
old.
It just doesn't
work.
make sense to go. It just doesn't. Like, I mean, I put this in the text message. I mean, people want to crush MLS ruin retirement league. I mean, he's at his last leg. What happens when he gets hurt and if he doesn't play?
You're right. It's
Oh,
his
I only
last
spent
leg.
$8 million. Well, like, you could have used that $8 million towards something else.
He doesn't get.
That's
hit.
how I look at it. I look
But
at it from a very
his-
much a
His
front office
salary's gonna
standpoint.
double. His salary's gonna more than double at Chelsea.
I look at it from a front office standpoint where if it's gonna double to 16, what 16 million can I go put for another player or buy or put towards another player that's gonna give me a longevity more than what he's gonna give me?
His salary that he is getting now at Sunderland is probably 65, 70, maybe let's put a high number of 100,000 on it. There is
Yeah,
not
I
a
can
lot
see
of
that.
people at Chelsea earning 100,000 pounds a week.
No.
They're all on way more than that, right? So
Yeah.
they're going to go, we're going to bring you in for, let's just say we negotiate a price of 10, 12 million, 14 million. We're going to pay you 200,000. His salary doubles. And he gets to go and play for a manager who he likes and a team that I got to be honest, they're going to finish 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places above Sunderland.
We'll see.
Probably.
We'll see.
Probably. I think this move is stupid for Granit Xhaka, and I think this move is even stupider
For Chelsea.
for Chelsea.
Thank you.
Because they have a very specific transfer policy, do they not, Brooks? They have a very specific transfer policy. They buy young players with ambition and with potential resale value
Yeah.
in the future. and
Same
they
with Man City. They have an age limit.
Yeah,
They
hold-
have an age
hold
limit
tight.
they place on players to
hold
buy.
tight.
No, hear me out on this. So if Todd Bowley sanctions this move,
Yep.
he is saying we're actually wrong about our transfer policy because sometimes we need to take a swing and just get a 59-year-old player in to show us what the hell it is that we're doing. So if
Yeah.
Granit Xhaka comes in and does badly, Chelsea's already in the toilet. Credibility is going to go drop down even further. If Saka does well, if he comes in and does well, people are still going to criticize Chelsea because they're going to say, "See, your
Yep.
transfer policy was stupid and dumb all along."
Well, I hear you 100%. Where did they finish this season with that transfer policy? By the way, they've had that transfer policy for almost 3 years
Yeah.
now. Where did they finish this year?
10th, because it's stupid. It is. Stupid, but they're
It
in a
is
can't
stupid.
win. They're in a can't
But
win.
now
situation.
what they've done is they've actually this is part of it. They went out and they signed. Who did they just sign as their coach?
Xabi Alonso.
Mhm.
And what did Xabi Alonso want before he signed as the manager there? Power.
Autonomy over transfer fee.
Autonomy over transfer.
transfer system.
And he has gone out and said, you've got to, in my head, I think he's gone in and said, you've got a phenomenal bunch of young players here. What you're missing is professionalism on the field and in the locker room. I know someone who we can get for very cheap and bring some of that professionalism to these young players and turn this club around. And I think it's actually a really good buy because, listen, you want to buy an average Premiership player in their mid-20s, it's going to cost you £40 million.
You got the money to do it. They've
Right.
They've spent
got the
billions of
money.
dollars.
You've got the money, and now you're taking a player. You're taking the captain of a guy from a team that you think has been a competitor the last year. Taking that away, so that team will plummet. You're bringing a guy with professionalism who's done it, who's won it, and the coach trusts. Instant credibility within the dressing room.
I
think it works for everybody.
For me,
Unfortunately, not for Sunderland.
For me, it didn't sit well for Real Madrid when they 86'd him when it was his way or the highway. And I just the club like Chelsea, like you can do that at Leverkusen because this is a club that is not a top tier Bundesliga club by any meaning they don't win the league every year, nor do they sit in second place. But at Chelsea, like I just
what do you don't like the signing of Xabi Alonso and his transfer policy?
I just don't think he's gonna. I just don't think he's gonna just like I said this in the spring when this was announced. I just don't think it's gonna be that quick of a transition.
I think they finished top 6.
I don't know. Like
They have
he did well he did well for
good
Bayern Munich.
players.
There are Bayern Leverkusen. There are certain coaches that just don't do well at big clubs, and this is going to be the question mark of is he going to do well at a big club?
All right. For me, it's a low risk, high reward move for sure.
Yeah.
It really, really is. It's a low risk, high reward move because you're absolutely right. If you want to get a player at his level that's going to make an impact at Chelsea from anywhere else,
Yeah.
for example, if they went to Manchester United and said, regardless of his injury, we want Ugarte. Okay, 42 mil, please. So, I'm not saying that they would make a similar impact, but on paper, it could be argued that they'd probably come in and make a similar impact. So, yeah, it's low risk, high reward. But again, if he does well, people are going to say, why weren't you doing this before? Why were you hitching your wagon to this very, very specific restrictive policy of buying 48 players a year under that policy?
Well,
You proved yourself wrong.
the loaning the players out driving bananas with Chelsea. That's a whole nother story. But like, there really needs to be cap on how many players you can buy on loan. But yeah,
By the way, you should look at a lot of the other clubs at how many players they're loaning out.
oh, it's a comment. The Chelsea did it, so now everyone else is going to do it.
Everybody's on it. Villa have almost as many players as.
There really needs to be a
Chelsea
cap of
do.
how many players you can have on your budget, and then
If you can afford it, do it. It's just banking for the future. It sucks.
A lot of these Chelsea players are going out on loan to who? Chelsea. They're going out on loan to the teams that Chelsea own in other countries. These satellite teams. Like Citigroup do it, Chelsea do it,
or friends of friends.
Very often, exactly.
Well, yeah, friends of friends in the Championship or other leagues.
It's very uncomfortable for an old man like me, pretty football purist, if you will, to see this.
Yeah.
Where you're loaning your team. Manchester City alone in somebody to Auckland City or something else city. It's like, you guys are cheating.
Sure.
You know it. You're not cheating. But
Let's say they loan it out to NYCFC because it's not Etihad.
You're cheating
you
around
know?
the system.
Or it's Girona in Spain.
All right, so boys, give it to me. Thumbs up that this, not that you agree with it, but thumbs up that this move goes through and Granit Xhaka does start the season with Chelsea, or thumbs down, he stays with Sunderland.
Thumbs up.
You think he stays with Sunderland?
Yes.
No, I think there's a reason why the rumor's out. I think it's a dumb, stupid idea, and I really don't think it's going to work. But yeah, he probably does it.
Yep.
These rumors don't just appear out of nowhere. Like,
You've done something special with the club. Why leave?
Amen. No. Amen.
Keep going on with that club, and if you do well in Europe, then there you go.
I wish.
By the way, Chelsea aren't in Europe, so there you go. Why would you leave? Because they're not in Europe anyways.
But Sunderland are definitely.
You're the one that always says why leave for a club that's not in Europe.
How do you think Sunderland are going to do in the league and then in Europe next year?
Don't know. To be determined.
I can tell you how they're going to do.
They haven't announced any transfers yet. I don't think they have. Really.
No, they haven't. They don't have any money. They're going to get. They're going to be lucky.
Victor says he stays, so there you go. Thank you, Victor.
Victor couldn't even spell Granit Xhaka's name.
He's Albanian, by the way. He
probably could. Actually,
like
you probably could.
Yes.
Yeah. Look,
you didn't go to school with Victor, though.
Oh,
I did.
Was he in the corner eating Lego? Yeah.
You know the cone hat?
Oh, yeah, the cone hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the corner facing the wall.
Or the little propeller hat as well.
Yeah,
on the bus on the way home.
Singing songs to yourself. That was Victor.
Oh, bless him.
I do think this transfer goes through. I do think Granit Xhaka forces the move. I think it's him that forces the move through. And unfortunately for Sunderland, who I wish he would stay, I wish everything was nice and cotton, sugar, and fairy tales like Brooks hopes it is, but it's not. This is business. We've seen many a player, unfortunately, change their mind and go, I want the money. This is my last payday.
Yeah.
So
they made enough money.
I didn't know this before today, by the way, but I didn't know this before last month, I should say. This is my fourth show with you guys. I'm having a great time. And again, thank you so much for letting me be a little part of all of this. To anybody watching or listening, hopefully both, because you have the means to do both at the same time. It's cool.
Yeah.
A lot of these discussions, a lot of these thoughts, they are original, organic, and they happen in real time. It's not like we don't have any sort of production meetings on a Thursday afternoon at Starbucks. Or should we argue about this to look good, or should we be controversial and just say stuff about Granit Xhaka?
Well, Craig doesn't show you his hand. That's the thing. He's got a lot of stuff written on his hand. Just kidding. He doesn't.
Argue with Brooks about thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
it's fascinating. This has been very.
That's why we put the topics together, right? Like Granit Xhaka to Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You got to bring your own thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's weird that we all have different thoughts on it. And
one of these days, I'm going to sneak one in. I'm going to be like, let me think. Idris Elba signs shock contract with Ipswich Town, and I'm going to put that in there. I'm like, right, guys, what do you think about Idris Elba signing for Ipswich? And one of you guys is going to be, well, I think it's a good move, and the other one's going to be like, look, Stop it. Stop messing with the thing before the show.
Yeah, make sure you lock the sheet so you can actually edit.
Not the sheet. I'm not to be trusted.
All right. Couple other things on the sheet, but we're actually going to forget about those. I do want to ask you.
We do our game.
What? We're going to do a game. So now
Okay.
it's time for the game. Here we go. All right, everybody who wants to play along, please play along. I'm going to put a couple of questions to the boys here. I kept this off the show sheet. I've got my own sheet somewhere.
Oh man,
around
that's
here.
why we couldn't see anything.
Right. What does it just say?
By the way, you upset Victor. By the way, you need to apologize.
Oh, what did you do?
Oh, poor Victor.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Before we jump in, by the way, boys, this stat came out today. The 2026 Super Bowl had 125.6 million viewers. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's absolutely incredible.
That's what.
Yeah.
And how many? Okay, I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Yeah. Listen,
know what you're gonna
Brooks.
say.
Brooks,
Oh, I know.
I haven't finished my sandwich
I
yet.
Stop doing that.
stopped
It
because
really
I know where he's going with.
Yeah.
If so, yeah, go ahead.
The opening match of the 2026 World Cup, that was South Africa versus Mexico,
Yeah.
had 1.42 billion viewers.
Wow.
I mean, that is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
If we were going to total up the amount of views the World Cup has
Mhm.
over this 104 games, we are into the 10 billion, 20 billion views. I don't know, but 1.42, is that not amazing?
How many people are in the world?
7.5 billion, 7.5 billion.
You
something
go
like
anywhere in the world, any village, town, city, forest, cave,
Yeah.
one
The cave.
whatever, one in
The
history
cave
house.
TV, you know?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hole in the ground, dumpster, whatever. One in every 5 people that you
Yeah.
meet anywhere in the flipping world is going to be watching that game.
Yeah.
And we're just talking about you, planet Earth.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows where else they're watching?
They watch it on the moon,
I guarantee you.
maybe Mars.
The moon people, the Moonies,
Yeah.
they love they
The
love a bit of
Moonies.
footy.
Yeah.
Guarantee it.
The Moonies.
I don't know.
All right. Listen, I got a couple of games, so you guys get your
All
boards
right,
out.
I got it. I got it.
I got a lot of different things here, so try not to look at the screen. Try not to cheat.
It's right in front of us,
All
but
right,
there you go.
this I know it's
it's
tough, but we
literally-
do have a big screen right in front of everybody. All right, we are gonna go with
Okay.
start, bench, cut.
Okay.
I'm gonna name
All
3
right.
players. You got to tell me who you're gonna start, who you're gonna bench, and who you're gonna cut.
And the audience is playing along, yes?
Yeah, they can play
Yes.
absolutely.
All right.
Feel
all right.
free to put your answers in.
Absolutely.
Even-
Start.
Even if you're watching off tape, just do the thing. Just do
Yeah,
this.
put in the
game and then
comments.
Let us know
Put in the
comments
comments,
where you
yeah.
went.
All right.
These are fun.
Harry Kane, Kylian Mbappe, Cristiano Ronaldo. Start, bench, cut. Out of those 3, Harry Kane, Kylian Mbappe, Cristiano Ronaldo. I think I know the answers. We started out with a little bit of an easy one here, boys. There's a lot of music going on in the background. Hopefully,
What is that?
Oh, they're playing downstairs. They're
yeah,
playing.
pickup
playing
game
pickup, yeah.
downstairs at the
Oh,
local
that's what it
facility here. Those bastards. They got some big
What's it called?
speakers.
What's it called? Start, bench, sit.
Start, bench,
Start bench
cut.
cut.
You got to cut one.
Cut.
Cut.
That's even more.
Get him out. Get him out.
I
All
got
right.
mine.
Brooks, who you got for start, bench, cut?
Starting Kane, benching Mbappe, cutting Ronaldo.
Ooh, starting Kane, benching Mbappe.
Yep.
Ooh, that's interesting. Cutting Ronaldo. I think we all.
Yeah, the French are soft, you know.
The French are soft. I like it.
Yeah, they surrender all the time, you know.
Luke, who you got? Start, bench, cut.
I have a friend. Well, I have a person who's watching the show along with me.
He's helping.
and- No.
Oh.
They are just playing along as an
Oh,
innocent.
okay.
Okay, fair enough.
And this person has the same answers as me because we're not mental patients. What are we doing? What are we even doing here? No, you start Mbappe, you bench Kane because he's amazing, but he's not Kylian Mbappe. He's just not. And then you send Ronaldo to the moon.
Oh, well, at
He's no
least we have Ronaldo on this one, we're right.
He's no longer right. He's no longer in the same category as
Yes.
players like this. Tremendous career to be respected. I mean, right? We know this.
Yeah.
Are you playing
Amazing
too,
player.
Craig, or no?
No, I am not. I am not.
Well, that's not fun.
Well,
Fine.
Brooks, I hate to tell you, but Luke picked up a point on that one. Absolutely. That is the way. I love Harry
Wow.
Kane. I think he is a phenomenal striker.
I go
but,
with the English one, too, and he still kills me.
but
Yeah, you can't win.
I think
You can't
Kylian
win.
Mbappe
I can't.
is just speed and the way he can change a game. It obviously depends on who you're playing against as well, but unseen opponent, I start Kylian Mbappe.
Victor goes, cut Harry, bench Ronaldo, play Mbappe.
Really? Cut Harry Kane.
Yes.
See, I told you he deserves to be in the corner.
Yeah, he's eating Lego. He's eating Lego and licking the glue sticks, isn't he? Yeah.
He actually has a piece of Lego stuck up his
No.
nose from 2001.
Not again.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he was in college in 2001.
There are some colleges that they allow that sort of thing. You know, state. You know,
Clown college.
He says bench Ronaldo because there's only one Ronaldo, and 2, leave him on the bench because it just teases him.
All right. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I think we all know that. I think we can all agree that Lionel Messi is gonna be the Golden Boot winner.
Okay.
Who
Wait,
finishes?
Was that the only round of the
Is this
game?
start
No. We
bench
got a
cut?
couple of more. They're just kind of interjecting here a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got another one of those, but I got to think of a third one. By the way, who's finishing second? Who's finishing second in the Golden Boot race?
Is this
Mbappe?
start bench cut? Or are we just putting a name down?
Just
now?
put a name down. Put a name down. Is Mbappe finishing second? Is Dembele finishing second? Or is Vinny finishing second? Because right now they're all three are tied with 4 goals.
Are those the 3 options?
Those are your 3 options.
Mbappe, Dembele, or Vinny?
Yep. Or you know
Haaland's
what?
got
You know what?
4.
Holland's got 4. Throw one of those. Throw him in there.
Yeah,
So
but-
there's your 4. Mbappe, Dembele, Vinicius Jr., Haaland. Who's finishing second?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Holland.
Brooks has Haaland. But now you're expecting Norway to go through multiple rounds, right?
Unless he scores a crap ton of goals in the first couple, which I mean, he's done that in the Premier League. I mean,
This
it's
is
not far
true.
from it.
This is true. Luke, who you got, buddy?
I think I
I'm too
spelled
lazy
his
to
name wrong.
erase my writing, so I
Very good.
flip my board around to be efficient. It's Mbappe because of the factor that you just said. I think France are statistically more likely to make a few more appearances in this tournament than Norway are, and that's really it. No disrespect to Haaland, he's a beast.
But
One of the
it's-
few players,
But
by
it's
the
who
way,
you play against.
it's who you play against, and it's who you
Hold on.
it's who you play with as well.
All right,
know?
before
Norway-
all the European critics, I spelled his name right with double A's. Okay, there you go. God bless. Everyone's gonna say like you can't spell.
Well done,
You're a
Brooks.
moron.
You dumb American.
Yeah. I know.
All right. I gotta be honest. I think it just will be Mbappe, just for the fact that he's gonna go through and play easier teams.
And that's why I thought Harry Kane might be in that list as well, even though he doesn't have 4 goals already.
Victor
I
agrees
think
with
he has
me.
a shot at being second because of
Yeah.
by virtue of nobody else is going to consistently score for England, and England might
Yeah.
they might make a decent run.
Yeah. Victor says Holland, so he agrees with me.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay. All right. Next one. Start bench cut again. Christian Pulisic, Michael Olise,
Oh.
or Jude Bellingham.
Oh, come on.
I know different positions. I know. Don't get me wrong. But midfielders. But it's tough. It's tough. Who you cutting?
Christian's not a midfielder.
Listen, you're going to be playing against a team who you don't know who it is, but Christian Pulisic, Michael Olise. Olise and Pulisic play in the same, just opposite sides.
Well, now I'm upset.
Jude Bellingham.
Hmm.
Now I'm upset because I just dropped my pen and I got
Oh
a
no.
pen on my shirt. It's a very special shirt to me. We're not going to do the whole thing, but FC United of Manchester, a small
Yeah.
club. They were founded as a protest club against Manchester United, and me and a few good friends of mine was it February or March, we had the chance to go along as kind of sort of VIPs and spend some time at the club, watch a game, and I got this jersey as a
I would
as a
like to know
souvenir.
more about that story, to be honest. I'm not
Yeah,
just
no,
pushing
cool.
it off, but
No,
that
no,
is
no,
a
cool,
very
cool.
interesting story.
But I now have pen on it. It's ruined.
Oh shit. That
And
sucks. I'm
I'm
sorry.
behind on the game.
And you're behind. Do you need me to read off the names again?
No.
No.
All right.
I'm familiar with all 3 superstars.
All right.
Oh, it's hard.
All right, Brooks, you're up again first. Who you go?
Start Bellingham, bench Pulisic, cut Olise.
Wow.
Whoa, we're not to,
Woo.
okay. Can we explain? Can we show our work and explain?
What is this, a math
Oh,
problem?
because-
Michael Olise has been reportedly being involved in a move from Bayern, and Bayern has said we will not accept anything less than 150 million pounds. They say even if
Rightly
it's up
so.
to 200, we may not even sell.
So it has to be Pulisic because he's an American.
Show
there's-
me your board again.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start Bellingham, bench Pulisic, cut Michael Olise.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I mean, at least he's playing a Bayern team where they just destroy everyone. I mean, yes, was he a good player for Crystal Palace? Sure, but did he get it done there?
He's a better player at Bayern.
No, because he was playing against jobbers. He was playing against Mendozas and Eddie Currys. I mean, it was
Mendoza.
just any men, you know.
Victor says he agrees with me. Thank you, Victor.
Victor has no idea who any of those players are.
Yes, he does.
All right, who you got there? All right,
I got Olise at just slightly ahead of
Yep.
Jude Bellingham. simply by virtue of the fact that Bellingham was fairly pedestrian after his injury when he came back. He had a fairly pedestrian year. Now, pedestrian year for him is still galactic, but it's fair to say that he had a fairly ordinary year. Olise did not. He had a great year, and he was fun to watch as well. And I'm a huge Pulisic banner waver, but he's just not quite
Not in
the
that
same.
group. He's not in this
You
group.
know what I mean? He's like an A minus, and these guys are A's. That's all it is. No disrespect.
Fair enough.
But he can't compete with Olise
Okay.
and Bellingham. So that's mine.
That is the correct answer. So
That
you
the
have
last
2
one?
points. He has 2 points to your nil.
Oh no! Well, I love this. This is the best game in the world. I love this.
All right, here you go. This one is a little bit tougher.
Is it start bench cut?
It is start bench cut.
Is it manager style?
Can I just say my wife's playing along with me?
Oh,
And
she wins.
She did Bellingham, Pully, and then Olise Cup, just because she's not familiar with Olise, because we don't watch a lot of Bundesliga in the house. But we
I'm
watch,
glad she
we watch a
agrees
lot
with
of. Well, was that that's your 3, isn't it?
me. It is, yes.
Breaking news: Luke Zagorski has announced his divorce. His wife has left him for
Brooks.
local soccer celebrity Brooks Lambia Jr.
Junior.
You're too lovable to get divorced from, buddy. Come on.
All right, I debated on this one, boys.
All right, sorry.
I debated on this one,
A future show. Probably not.
but I decided in the last minute to throw a random name in there. Start bench cut. Chris Richards, Tim Ream, John Stones.
All right.
Start Richards, bench Stones, cut Ream. That is the correct answer. Luke, do you have that?
That is absolutely outrageous. How can you possibly agree with me on all 3? Because look at that, Richard Stones, Ream.
That is
Wait, so you
absolutely
have
correct.
so if we don't match you, we're wrong.
Yes. Welcome to the game.
Oh my god.
Very arbitrary.
This is like match game or like one of those old 70s.
It is.
And,
Yeah.
and here's what we're gonna do.
I used to watch the Game Show Network.
We still do.
Exactly.
It's a channel called Buzzer, Buzzr. We have it on in the background on all
It's
for
great.
reasons.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. Gene Rayburn and all those guys.
Yeah. Richard Simmons.
Guess,
Richard Dawson.
Richard Dawson.
Sorry, Dawson. Yeah.
guess who's running the game, boys? You have to agree with me.
Richard
or
Dawson?
You get it wrong. Me. I run the game.
Oh, okay.
This is my game.
Okay, so next week I'll do my own game. What is the best color of Skittles? And if you don't say green, you're wrong. I mean, come on. It's so arbitrary. You rule this. He rules this show with an iron fist, and I'm very uncomfortable with it.
Yeah.
I stage it. I'm going to.
You know what?
Can we have Victor run the game?
I can now take you off the screen for good if I'd like.
Well,
Although
next
the-
week I'll be back, and we'll stage a coup, Brooks. You and me. And,
Yeah,
and
we're gonna have
make
Vic,
that
we're gonna have Victor run the game next week.
Oh God.
much easier.
Oh Lord. All right. We're now going to play a new game. Please don't look at the screen where I have my. I should probably turn it off. But
All right.
um,
Can we turn the TV off?
no, it's fine. I trust you guys. Is this a company that David Beckham is currently doing sponsorship commercials for?
Is it a company that exists? If so, yes.
Exactly.
So yeah.
If it exists,
I mean, you
Beckham's
know.
probably been paid to hold it.
Of course.
Okay.
I mean, that is literally the
Are we
line I
putting
had
just a
written down.
company?
I'm going to name out the company, and you're going to tell me
Yeah.
if he's actually being paid and sponsored by this company.
All right. I'm watching enough commercials. Hopefully, I get it.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. All right. We'll start out with an easy one.
All right.
Home Depot or Menards?
Which one he is or isn't?
Which
Oh,
one
is?
is a company that he is actually doing commercials and being sponsored for? Pretty easy one.
Home Depot.
Are we writing it down?
You can just say, hey, just put H.
Oh, wait, okay.
Yo, you definitely use the boards. Definitely
Okay.
use the boards.
Home Depot.
But on this one, it was a pretty easy. You could
Home Depot.
Home Depot.
'Cause I can't possibly. I think.
He doesn't want to save big money at Menards, David Beckham,
No.
unfortunately.
I can't remember. I just cannot possibly imagine that. You know, I can't. I think Menards is more of a Joe Scally type endorsement deal.
Yeah. Well, you know, maybe the what's his name? The whatever the brothers that he played with. Maybe they're saving money at Menards.
There you
All right, next one. Is this a company? Which is the company that David Beckham is being sponsored by and doing commercials for?
All right.
Dell Computers or Lenovo?
I don't think Beckham could pronounce Lenovo, so I'm going to go with Dell.
Lenovo.
Really?
They're a sponsor.
2-1.
What? Who?
Lenovo is the answer. So you are leading the game 2-1.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Still, but Brooks picks up a point.
Oh,
2
okay,
to 1
cool.
officially. I should have had little.
Oh, is this
graphics.
like separated into
Yeah.
like different groups of games?
No. You both had the correct answer before, so it nullified.
Oh, okay. So you don't get a point if it's a tie.
If it's a tie, no. You
Okay.
both had the John Stone.
Kind of figuring out your rules are
I know the
crazy
law.
here.
My rules. I go by whatever I
I
want.
did not receive my copy by fax of the
Yeah.
Book of Craig, so forgive us if we're
All right.
behind.
You still receive faxes?
All right,
That's how we communicate every
Oh, okay.
morning. He sends me memes.
Luke is Luke on Tuesdays in your basement. the swing. Okay, moving on.
What's that got to do with the fax machine?
I don't know, but you said when we meet.
Oh, when we meet. Yeah, I'm gonna need some new.
Didn't mean to ruin your
I'm gonna need
Facebook
some new
post,
towels, by the way.
with
For
that.
next Tuesday when you come over, bring some new towels. We're running out.
Will do. All right, is this a Beckham sponsor or which is the real one?
All right.
I couldn't remember what I wrote down.
God.
Wells Fargo or Bank of America?
Ooh, good one.
I'll just do the abbreviation.
Hold on, wait, just wait. Why he's not
Oh,
going?
my bad. Sorry, my bad.
You give your answer.
You got to
right?
give your answer at the same time.
At the same
Maybe
time.
Flip it at 3, 2, 1. Just
What's
let me
funny
know.
is that I watch a lot of television, and I have no idea about a couple of these.
What's clear is that
worries me.
Brooks watches the hydration breaks.
Apparently,
Luke
yeah.
Does not.
No,
He actually
I'm
takes
off getting,
the hydration.
I'm off getting food or
Yeah, yeah.
snack.
3,
All right, 3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Bank of America. All right.
Oh,
we're
you
still
wrote it the
2-1.
same way as I did too.
What,
B
the
of
small-
A.
yeah,
B of A.
Yeah, man.
Bank of America is correct. All right.
What a nail biter.
Yeah, there's a couple of others. There's one sneaky one in here.
Yeah.
All right.
This is a Waz After Dark. We haven't even gone to 11 for a while.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the time.
Yeah.
Which of these is a Beckham sponsorship? Coca-Cola or Pepsi?
Ooh.
Oh, shit. It was the
That one. The one, yes.
that commercial. You know what?
I think I'm correct on this one but yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, drama. Yes.
Oh, I thought because Coco's the
3-1.
sponsor of the World
Because they
Cup.
had this stupid commercial where Beckham and a whole bunch of prominent players from a certain era were all Roman centurions.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And they were all kicking the ball. Ronaldinho was in it.
Ah,
And I distinctly remember it
Yep.
being a Pepsi.
Yep.
okay.
All right. Which of these is the sponsor of David Beckham? Lay's or Doritos?
I think Doritos owns Lay's, so I think you just messed your own thing up, but that's fine.
Is this the last one?
No, we got one more.
One more. What's the score?
3-1 you.
Oh, so all I have to do
What
is.
do you mean? I've gotten all of them right besides the last one.
So have I.
So is he. So it cancels each other out.
Oh my gosh.
So if you're right and I'm right, nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Equals
Okay.
out to zeroed out. Lay's is correct. Triangle.
Doritos.
Just Doritos.
Oh, you were wrong. 3-2.
Oh my God, Bedlam.
3-2.
Do you have a tiebreaker prepared?
I do not. My God, I did not expect it to get this far, but I do have a tiebreaker.
Do you?
All right.
Is it Brooks and I fighting to the death in the
Yes.
parking
Oh
lot?
my
Yeah.
God.
Oh, not this again.
It's gonna be an arm wrestle. Actually, he's surprisingly strong with arm wrestles.
I-
He actually beat Nate.
No, he didn't. Did
I
he?
might have made that up.
I was gonna say.
All right, last one. Is this a David Beckham sponsor? Which is a David Beckham sponsor? Budweiser or Stella Artois?
Oh. Can I phone a friend? Ask the audience. No, because the audience is going to obviously lie, and then the quizmaster. So
Yeah. Well, Victor's responding, so he can be your Ask the Audience.
Budweiser
Or Stella?
or Stella. Oh, I would.
I've got
cri-
mine.
Do you know what? I would cringe if I heard David Beckham. All the good beer we have back in Europe, particularly the UK, and for him to plug Budweiser would break my heart. But I could. All right.
3, 2, 1. Stella.
Is it
Stella? It is.
Ah.
It is Stella. Luke wins 3-2.
Can we do this? Can you do another thing for me, please?
Can you do another thing?
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Thank you.
Your prize
play, Brooks.
is you get 30 seconds on the clock to talk about anything you want to talk about. Do you want to talk about how good the World Cup's been, how shit the World Cup's been, the story of your shirt? Do you want to talk about Manchester United? Do you want to talk about Brooks's haircut? Do you want to talk about how good Aston Villa is going to be next year? You tell us. I know. Caught you off guard.
Just not Tuesday nights.
Let's talk about like boobies or something.
It's after 11. Not allowed in
so
France.
Yeah, was that?
Was
Yeah,
after
soccer
night.
after dark.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
It gets really weird
I
after
do
dark.
the shirt. I do the shirt.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You got 30 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
And it has to be within 30 seconds or I cut you off. Are you ready?
Yep.
Ooh, not minutes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, let's do that. I'm sure
30 minutes.
our entire audience would love to listen to me talking about, my favorite breakfast waffle or
Yeah.
some shit.
Are you
30
ready?
minutes.
All right, your time starts now.
So, massive Man United fan my entire life. Bunch of us, we are the Detroit Red Devils is the organization that we have in Metro Detroit. Big old Man United fans. We get together for every single game. Took a road trip to Manchester. Found out that a very old friend of mine, Paul, who I met through a baseball chat website thing. Remember the old days of forums, guys? I met him, and for some strange reason, I'd only spoken to him for like 2 weeks. I said, "Come stay at my house, and we'll go and look at a whole bunch of baseball stadiums together." He did. He was like, "Okay, I'll come." And then a month later, he actually came to my house. He stayed. We went around a whole bunch of baseball stadiums, had a bloody wonderful time. And then he repaid me in kind this year he is now one of the, he's on the board of directors at FC United in Manchester, my boy, Paul. So he reciprocated and invited us all out to a game and put on like a really good, like a backstage tour of not backstage, is it, but a backroom tour of the stadium. We got to meet a few of the players. Some of the audience I would actually know, and they just treated us really, really well.
Nice.
We were on the match day program. We were the ball sponsors, and we just had an absolutely lovely time. And it was just a nice, real quick, it was just a nice juxtaposition between that on the Saturday and then bloody Old Trafford on the Sunday, and we all had the time of our lives.
We're going to have to explore that. We're going to unpack
Yeah,
that
man.
a little bit more
Yeah.
in another episode because that's phenomenal, by the way. I love that story.
Also, boobies. The thing about next week.
Next week.
Save it for next week, buddy.
That's fair.
I love it. You went a little bit past 30 seconds, but it was such a great story. It's fine. I love it.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations for being the winner on the first game show we've done in a little bit, actually. We're going to have to bring back the Wheel of Fortune. Or the
Wheel of
Wheel
Randomness?
of Randomness.
I was gonna say, I think there.
We can make it a Wheel of Fortune if you want, but I
Yeah.
don't know if people want to watch us trying to
Wheel of
figure out phrases, soccer phrases.
We're not very good at that. All right, couple of things we're going to finish up with. We got a couple of Detroit stories, Detroit games we want you to watch. But before that, Brooks, I want you to read off some of the best.
I just
comment.
exit out of this.
Well, keep
Jeez,
in
because
it.
I didn't know if we were going to do this.
Oh, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. It's in the link I sent you, right?
Yeah.
So we posted this picture in our group. This is Sophie Cunningham pointing in a game, and she points for 22 seconds.
Who is Sophie Cunningham?
She's a WNBA player.
WNBA player.
But this is the newest meme that's hit the internet. She points for 22
Really?
seconds, just like this. She doesn't say a word. She just
Do we know
points.
why? Or
Caitlin Clark is her teammate, and Caitlin Clark was hit in the throat and the face by another teammate. So she is
Yo.
being ushered back by her teammates and the referee, and she just points at the player who hit her teammate. And everybody's coming up with great things. So some of the comments were incredible. Brooks, what are some of the good comments that we asked? We put this picture on the We Are Soccer Facebook group. Shout out to the Facebook group of We Are Soccer.
Yes.
Join it if you're not part of it. Some
Mm.
great comments.
Yeah, Richard Matson, airport bartender, when she sees Tartan Army walking into the lounge. Jason Condit, pull my finger.
Read out the Chris Jacket one. I thought that was pretty good if you can find that.
When Aston Villa does something good and Craig posts it on here.
That's a good one. There was,
seriously, for
Kirk,
22 days.
Oi!
yeah. Neymar, keep warming up the bench. We're doing much better. That's Alan Maya.
Yeah,
Kirk Hodges, Bielsa looking at his goalie at halftime of the Spain game.
Yes.
Yes.
By the way, that goalie pulled himself. Everybody asked Bielsa,
did he?
why did you pull him at halftime? He said he pulled himself.
I would never pull myself in front of 1.2 billion people.
No,
I would
no,
never
no,
do
don't ever
that.
do that.
I would do it in private.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
everybody-
There was one.
There's Oakstrom's got one here. He says, he's made a meme of it. Yes, you are starting at right back, Nate. Ain't no way, that guy.
There was one that about Luka.
Mark Girobi says when they keep saying that Unai Emery will leave Aston Villa for a club where he will have no control. Which one are you looking
It
at?
happened.
For?
There was one that someone said about when a ringer shows up.
I gotta do all of them.
A ringer.
Yeah, this is actually true. So pretend you've shown up to a 6v6 game, right? Or and you're warming up and you're kind of looking over. And you're like, I know him, I know her, I know him, I know him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're
I
like,
don't see it.
they brought a ringer. Who's that?
Right.
Who's that guy? Is he on the roster? Is he on the roster? Who's
Right,
that?
okay.
Hey, who's that guy? They brought her. This happened about 10 years ago to me. I showed up, and Pablo, friend of the show, Pablo, shout out to Pablo. He had a team. River Plate was the name of his team. He used to play against us, and during the day, in the middle of the day, I'm going, oh, we're playing Pablo's team today. We've beaten them the last 4 or 5 times.
True? Is that
Fine, no big deal.
Okay.
Show up, I walk around, I put my shin guards on, I get on the field, and I go, who that?
true?
Hey, who's that? Who's the kid from CC who played for the U.S. team?
What do you mean the U.S. team?
He played for the U.S. men's national team.
USC?
You mean Kerry Zavagnin?
No. He played for Catholic.
Josh
Sen-
Gatt?
Josh Gatt.
Yeah.
U.S. men's national team player.
He had one
Josh
cap
Gatt
against
is
Russia.
on the other
I remember him.
6v6. I'm showing up and I go, why is Josh Gatt on? What?
I played against him in high school.
Pablo, come over here.
Did Gold Star for a bit, right?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he
I
was
said,
overseas for a bit too.
What's former U.S. men's national team player Josh Gatt doing in Toka Novi, playing against us? He goes, he's in town, and then we asked him to come out and play. I go, that doesn't seem legal, and he goes, he's on the roster. Son of a.
Wow.
Guess who we played against? Nutmegged him.
Of course.
Nutmegged him.
Of course you did, buddy.
Yeah.
Of course you did, buddy.
We
Yeah.
still lost.
Yeah. Was he upset when you did that to him?
He was good. Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, he usually is pretty upset about that.
He was good. He was good. We lost.
So would that be the equivalent of like, I don't know, like if I'm playing an over 60s game, or my friend Mario, Coach Mario, I coach with, if he plays in an over 50s game, and a guy just shows up and his name is, he's from just down the street, he's a big fake white beard. Oh, his name is
Bruce?
Justin Schmierum.
Schmear.
Schmear him.
So
Yeah,
he'd be a ringer,
Same
right?
thing.
If that okay.
Same thing.
Right.
Yeah. So this happens all the time where you go, who's that guy?
Oh.
Who's that guy? Anyway, we had some good ones. Brooks, before we end the show, wow, it has been a long one. We got to do some local Detroit games. What is coming up, my friend, here in the local Metro Detroit area game-wise?
I'm just gonna run through this really quickly.
Go for it.
Okay, DCFC are off until July 2nd, so there's no games right now. I believe they play Birmingham Legion at Birmingham Legion. That's when they play. OCFC goes to Kalamazoo FC on the 30th. That's 7 p.m. match. And OCFC goes to Ann Arbor on July 3rd. That's a 7 p.m. match as well. Bucks go to Midwest United on the 30th. That's a 7 p.m. kickoff. And then they go to Kalamazoo FC on the 3rd, which is a 7 p.m. kickoff. Congrats to Union Macomb FC. USLW winning the Great Lakes Division for the female.
Yeah.
FC Pontiac wins the MWPL Great Lakes Division. Congrats to them. They're affiliated
In
with
their
Liverpool.
in their second ever season.
Yeah, in their second ever season. Good job. And that's a bunch of youngsters they use. And then Allianz FC lost 2-0 to 4OSC in the APSL semifinal playoff match.
Woo, you flew through that. Apologies. We were going to read off some funny stories tonight. I had a couple lined up, but I think we're going to skip those. We'll wait till next week. And also apologies to Nate. We were going to bring him on. I had him call in. He's been waiting for about 45 minutes here on the screen. So apologies, Nate. Next time, we'll get you next week. That's okay. Big shout out to Soccer World, soccerworld.net. Thank you for everything. Soccerworld.net for all of your soccer needs. Big shout out to Michigan Jaguars FC, to find out more about that awesome club. Big shout out to Next Level Training. Best trainers in the freaking country reside right here in Michigan, the Next Level Training. My kids go to them every week, and god damn, have my kids gotten good because of it. Yeah, man, it's incredible. Big shout out to the North American Soccer Expo. Yeah. Make sure you get your tickets to the North American Soccer Expo. NorthAmericanSoccerExpo.com for more information and to register for tickets. Big shout out again, last but not least, to our friends at Dog and Pony Show Brewing. Nothing confirmed yet, but maybe on Wednesday we will be there for the U.S. Men's National Team game. Brooks, Luke, thank you for joining me tonight in the We Are Soccer Studio. Lots of fun, as always.
Thanks for having me. Sorry for having Brooks.
Cheers. See you guys next week.
Never true.